And welcome into Columbus River Dragons hockey. Tom Callahan here with you as the Carolina Thunderbirds in town for the first time this year to take on your Columbus River Dragons. Carolina 18-7-1 coming into this one, and winners of both halves of last weekend's set in Carolina. But now the scene shifts here to the Columbus Civic Center. Will things be different for the River Dragons on home ice? They come into this one 23-4-1, still tops in the MPHL, but right now, the River Dragons trying to sort a few things this week in practice. It was the first time all year they've dropped back-to-back games. They allowed 15 goals against in those two games. Some history was made and a couple of records broken along the way in a good way. We'll tell you about that as well as we move along in our Air Force Heating and Air pregame show. Let's take a quick break. A little press for time tonight, but that's all right. We're going to get to everything. We've got our chat with head coach Jerome Bouchard coming up, as well as a look at the Zelmo zipping out of town scoreboard. Stick around. There's plenty more coming your way in just a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Sports fans, the seasons are changing and it's game time. There's no better time to make sure your heating and air system is working like it should. Call Air Force Heating and Air today for our special $69 tune-up offer. With an Air Force tune-up, a certified and trained technician will perform a comprehensive inspection and duct inspection. This can help reduce utility costs and prevent costly repairs. Schedule your tune-up today. Call 706-223-1945. We're always here when you need us. Air Force Heating and Air.
River Dragons hockey is more fun in a group. Come celebrate your birthday, anniversary, reunion, and more. Get 10 or more people together to enjoy the best available seating, a special VIP entrance, group recognition at the game, a visit from Scorch or Torch, and more. Plus, you can add on options like Chuck-a-Pucks, souvenir hats or pucks, and even a team gear shopping spree. Groups of 30 or more get a post-game photo on the ice. Group perks are only available through the River Dragons office by calling 706-507-4625.
At the Country Inn and Suites by Radisson, you'll enjoy comfortable accommodations close to Columbus State University, Fort Benning, and of course, the River Dragons games. Conveniently located at 1720 Fountain Court in Columbus, you'll be minutes away from all your favorite Columbus destinations. Free high-speed Wi-Fi and hot breakfast always available too. So whether you're staying for business or for pleasure, make your next stay in Columbus a comfortable one at the official hotel partner of the River Dragons. Country Inn and Suites by Radisson.
At Mr. Sparky, we're America's on-time electrician. We all count on our home's electrical outlets to provide us the power we need when we need it. But sometimes an overloaded circuit can lead to a blown outlet, so leave it to the pros at Mr. Sparky. We'll get it done right and get it done safely. Call now for $50 off electrical repairs.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888. Sparky.
Limitations and restrictions may apply. Independently owned and operated. Licensed in the respective state or county.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Columbus Civic Center. Tom Callahan here with you. Thank you so much for joining me for Columbus River Dragons hockey. We're going to drop the puck here in just a little bit. Still time to get down here and join us. You got just about 20 minutes until we drop the puck. Happy birthday, Torch and Scorch. That's right. Tonight it is a mascot birthday bash. Torch and Scorch. You can come down in costume if you want. Torch and Scorch celebrating their 4th birthdays tonight. So that's going to be an awful lot of fun. I've already seen a ton of other mascots who are here and ready to party. So bring your party pants tonight. If you're watching Kanto, you probably caught that one. But hope you got your party pants on. You come on down and join us tonight for the mascot birthday. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's always a lot of fun for Columbus River Dragons hockey. And we appreciate you being here. And if you're not on the way down tonight, can't make it tonight, don't worry. We're going to play Carolina again tomorrow night. Same bat time, same bat channel, 7:30 p.m. on the puck drop both nights. And tomorrow night is Hometown Heroes Night. And on Hometown Heroes Night, we salute local fire, EMS, police, city, and municipal workers. It's presented by Kinetic Credit Union. And Hometown Heroes get a buy one, get one deal for upper-level tickets through the River Dragons office. Give us a call tomorrow after 10 a.m. if you want to come to the game. You have to get it through the River Dragons office. Can't get this anywhere else. 706-507-4625. 706-507-GOAL. That's what 4625 spells out on your dial pad. What's a dial pad? I know. All right, so as we get into it here, a couple of pieces of River Dragons news for you. Number one, congratulations to Brendan Colgan. I know the River Dragons lost both games last weekend, and a disappointing weekend for sure, but there was the finalization of history for Brendan Colgan. His FPHL record scoreless streak ended at 2:59:41. 259 minutes, 41 seconds without allowing a goal for Brendan Colgan. That is a league record, as is his 4 consecutive shutouts in that stretch. And Colgan had not allowed a goal since Port Huron on December 22nd. Then had a stretch of 4 games, nothing, lasting into the new year. And then last weekend, finally, the Thunderbirds were able to find a way to solve Brendan Colgan. Those 4 consecutive shutouts, a league record, that 2:59:41, a league record. And on the year now, Colgan has 5 shutouts. That ties an FPHL record. So congratulations to Brendan Colgan on making history. And River Dragons fans, very cool to be here for that this year, and I hope you were able to be a part of it with us during the year as well. Some other River Dragons news. Earlier in the week, the team makes a trade, sending Ricard Zielinskis to the Elmira Mammoth. Future considerations, the return on Zielinskis, who as of today has signed with the Elmira Mammoth. So you're going to come down today and you might see another 21 in the lineup. In fact, you probably will. Well, what gives? It's Ryan Hunter. River Dragons have announced that forward Ryan Hunter will slot into the lineup this weekend against Carolina. The 21-year-old Hunter, 40 goals and 96 points in just 32 games this season with the GMHL's Bradford Bulls. So Hunter at 21, playing an overage year of junior hockey, 40 goals, 96 points in 32 games. Unbelievable. He is a 3-point per game player in the GMHL. Made the All-Star team this year. Last season, won an SIJHL championship with the Red Lake Miners, was named that league's top forward after putting up 61 points in just 27 games. So, yeah, the 6'2", 185-pound Toronto native brings some skill. He's also got some speed and obviously some size, a little bit of grit to him. Now, this signing, and if you're familiar with the FPHL, you might know this rule, but if you don't, this is what the story is with Ryan Hunter. His signing falls under the FPHL's rule allowing teams to sign up to 3 graduating seniors or overage junior players and add them to the 24-man roster. Any player signed under this, guys, must play 5 regular season games to become playoff eligible. That is the FPHL rule. So Hunter is going to play 2 games this weekend wearing number 21 for the River Dragons. At some point, to round out the rest of the regular season, he will have to appear in 3 more to be playoff eligible for the River Dragons. And so that's something to look forward to, but can't wait to see how yet another dynamic forward in the lineup helps this River Dragons team. Also looking forward to the return of Thomas Aldridge to the lineup here this evening after missing last weekend's games for some family reasons, and we wish his family all the best. Our thoughts and prayers are with you as well, and hope things are well with the Aldridge family. But Aldridge back after tending to someone passing in the family, and so now he's returned. He'll be back in the lineup tonight with the usual number 19 and a little other housekeeping we need to get to. Yes, there are a couple of suspensions still being served by River Dragons. Out tonight will be Kirk Underwood serving the last of a 2-game suspension, and Edgar Zozelinch picked up an 8-gamer in Carolina. So it's going to be a little while till we see the big fella back out there on the ice for the River Dragons. All right, we're all caught up on River Dragons news. Quick break. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Zelmo zipping out of town, scoreboard ahead, as is our chat with head coach Jerome Bichard. We'll be right back with more in just a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
Hey, sports fans, it's game time. There's no better time to make sure your heating and air system is working like it should. As the official air conditioning sponsor of the Columbus River Dragons, we're excited to be able to offer you our special $69 tune-up offer. With an Air Force tune-up, a certified and trained technician will perform a comprehensive inspection and duct inspection. This can help reduce utility costs and prevent costly repairs. Schedule your tune-up today. Call 706-813-1935. We're always here when you need us. Air Force Heating and Air.
Craving a burrito, some nachos, or maybe even a quesadilla? Head to Bar Burritos. Their menu includes only the freshest ingredients, and your order is custom made how you want it on the spot. Bar Burritos is founded on freshness, and everything from our handmade guacamole to our marinades are made right in-house. And don't forget, you can order online at barburritos.com or through our handy mobile app. Bar Burritos. Food, community, people.
While the River Dragons handle pests on the ice, Orkin takes care of rodents and pests at your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Orkin creates a custom pest plan specifically for you. Orkin can help eliminate and control mice, bed bugs, ants, roaches, stinging insects, and cockroaches, just to name a few. Remember, they're not happy until you're happy, so visit Orkin.com for a free estimate and trust the only pest control service the Dragons trust, Orkin. Now, if they could just control sea wolves and Thunderbirds.
Back here in the Air Force Heating and Air pregame show, Tom Callahan broadcasting live from the Harvey Lumber Press Box. Harvey Lumber serving the community for over 150 years. A quick look at tonight's Zelmo Zip-In out-of-town scoreboard, and we have 4 total games, including ours, in the MPHL tonight. Nobody is underway yet. Mississippi is at Delaware. Watertown's at Danbury, and Binghamton is at Elmira. Quick break, and we're back on the chat with head coach Jerome Bichard. That's on the other side of this. Right back with more Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Complete Tire and Service, located at 3109 Victory Drive in Columbus, is the perfect place to take care of everything your vehicle needs. From preventive maintenance to alignments, brakes, oil changes, and more, your friends at Complete Tire and Service have you covered. Need tires? Buy 3, get 1 free for passenger vehicles. Call 706-321-8133 to set up your appointment. 321-8133. Complete Tire and Service on the web at ctstires.com.
Hydrolife Therapy in Old Town is your one-stop recovery shop to get you back to 100%. With IV therapy treatments, cryotherapy, and compression therapy all under one roof. Hydrolife treatments are packed with nutrients to increase energy and boost your immune system. Join the IV League today for the most affordable way to feel better, look better, and start accomplishing more. Online at hydrolifetherapy.com/Columbus. Hydrolife Therapy. Start living your best life.
Hey, sports fans, the seasons are changing and it's game time. There's no better time to make sure your heating and air system is working like it should. Call Air Force Heating and Air today for our special $69 tune-up offer. With an Air Force tune-up, a certified and trained technician will perform a comprehensive inspection and duct inspection. This can help reduce utility costs and prevent costly repairs. Schedule your tune-up today. Call 706-223-1945. We're always here when you need us. Air Force Heating and Air.
You know that sound anywhere. It's the crisp crunch of that first nacho chip. With its perfect cheese to sour cream ratio sitting atop a layer of delicious beans, it's a sip away from perfection. That's what we're looking for. Add a delicious, refreshing Pepsi and we've achieved absolute nacho nirvana. Because while you can pile those nachos high with every spicy, cheesy, savory topping, there's no topping a cool Pepsi finish. Nachos, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Welcome back in the Air Force Heating and Air pregame show. We're joined by head coach Jerome Bichard. And coach, coming into this weekend, I know it was a rough one last weekend against Carolina. Just your thoughts coming out of it as you look back at the 2 games.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, everything happens for a reason. Friday night, we just didn't have anything. Short-staffed, and we didn't have any legs whatsoever. And, it was a 7-2 game. They played well. I got to give them credit. Saturday night, more of the same. 2 more guys are out and a little bit more short-staffed. But Saturday night, played a little bit more our game and, gave ourselves an opportunity. It was 4-2 with 5-6 minutes left to go in the game. And I think the refs had an impact on it. And, it is what it is. 2 losses. It's not a big deal. Reset, had a good week of practice and really fine-tuned some stuff and challenged, and a lot of competitive drills, and we're ready to go.
I know that we haven't had a chance to chat about this, but Brendan Colgan set a couple of league records. First for longest streak without allowing a goal, and then also for posting 4 consecutive shutouts. And I know after you lose 2 on the weekend, that's a tough one to think about. But your thoughts on him setting 2 league records like that?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty proud of him. I mean, I think one, he played well, and we played pretty good in front of him as well. So you know what? Proud of him. Haven't done anything yet. The only thing that matters is a championship, and you know, we're going to need him down the stretch. And you know, goalies usually have short memories, and I think the longer the streak is going, the more pressure you don't want to put on yourself, but you probably do, and you're thinking about it. So I'm kind of glad it's over, and let's get back to reality, and let's go win some games.
Do you like going right back after Carolina?
We sure do. You know what? You know, Carolina's a little tough rink to play into. It's a smaller ice surface. Crowds right on top of you. 2 sellout crowds. You know, they were jacked up. We're probably going to see a little bit of a different team tonight, I would imagine. But we know what we have to do, so we just got to execute our game plan.
Well, that's perfect. Let's lead it in with keys to the game.
Keys to the game: simplify, execute, and physical, and play discipline.
All right, sounds good. Coach, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back with the drop of the puck here in just a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons Hockey.
Shop specializes in screen printing, embroidery, direct-to-garment printing, and vinyl heat-press lettering and numbering. We provide custom t-shirts for any occasion and have a graphic designer on staff to make the logos or graphics needed to make your shirts unique. We pride ourselves on being able to deliver orders of any size at low, competitive cost with no minimum quantity. That's why the River Dragons trust the Jersey Shop for all of their uniform needs. Call 706-565-4245. That's 565-4245.
Hello there. My name is Seychelle, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the punch of flavors that's unlike any other. You get the crispy tenderness of the chicken and that hint of sourness from the pickles. Ta-da!
Hey, I'm Juan, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is you're going to get chicken that's crispy, golden, and juicy. This is the gold standard of chicken sandwiches.
Order the original Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real customers paid for their testimonials.
So you've got projects to do around your home. You got Harvey Lumber for that. You've decided to finally get that large deck built in the back for family fun and entertaining like you've been dreaming about for so long. You got Harvey Lumber for that. From replacing a few boards to replacing all the windows to building from the ground up, you've got Harvey Lumber for that. It's kind of like that old saying, there's an app for that. Well, whatever you need in the way of building supplies, there's been a Harvey Lumber for that in the Chattahoochee Valley for over 150 years. Harvey Lumber Company, 815th Street, open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5.
Land, Wade Cleaners, and B&B Broadcasting. Now let's start the game with the voice of River Dragons hockey, Tom Callahan.
The River Dragons, thank you. And we are back getting ready to go here, and just in time for the anthem. We'll send it back down to the ice.
From 7 to 10 years old. You'll see a performer for their community. However, the most recent performance is the Cowboy Garden for Fantasy and Lights. 7 to 60 members were hands up in the state chorus participating at UGA in the state chorus in February. And again, here comes Miss Melissa Hammonds. Welcome to New Mountain Hill Chorus for tonight's national anthem.
kids just continuing to file onto the ice here. I can see we've got just a few more rows to get out there before we can get the anthem underway here, which we'll do in just a moment. And then we will drop the puck on this first period. Broadcasting live from the Harvey Lumber press box, and looking forward to the River Dragons for the first time this season hosting the Carolina Thunderbirds here at the Civic Center. And it is the first of 5 visits for Carolina this season. They will be back in another month or so. All right, back down we go for the anthem. And a great job on tonight's anthem by the New Mountain Hill Chorus. Great job, kids. And as we are getting ready to go here, as I mentioned, Carolina for the first of 5. Although these two teams played last weekend, it didn't go so well for the River Dragons, dropping 7-2 and 8-2 games. Tough one, and actually the first time all year long the River Dragons have lost in back-to-back games. In fact, it was only their 3rd and 4th defeats of the season. But don't let it sit there and fester, says head coach Jerome Bichard. The River Dragons want to go right back out and get at Carolina, and fortunately for them, they do. The quick rematch coming this weekend between these two teams and back at the Columbus Civic Center. And a chance, perhaps, for the River Dragons to get things going a little bit in their favor. Get back to their winning ways. There's little benefits to home ice, such as having last change and knowing the rink better than your opponent. There's also some big benefits to being at home as well. Your fans, having the crowd here. By the way, happy birthday once again, Scorched Torch. It is their 4th birthday party here tonight. If you like mascots, this is the place to be tonight. We got them all over the place. And they look like they are ready to party. There's the ceremonial puck drop down there on the ice as we're getting ready to go here. And Tom Callahan with you from the Harvey Lumber press box. Thank you so much for joining me here. Fans, don't forget, you can get your free Fire and Ice digital program for every home game available at rdragons.com. Or if you're here in the building, you can always download it by scanning the QR code when you come in the door. The program is available to you with your smart device, whether tablet or phone or whatever else you might have. You get the program there. All right, we're ready to get it underway. Puck is down. We'll get to tonight's starting goaltenders in just a moment for you. As Thomas Aldworth back out there tonight and ready to go. And now we get a whistle right away as the puck tipped on out of play. And already we've got a clock issue. See if they can figure that one out here. But Aldworth out there with Wickline and Krupp to start things off. Back on defense, Josh Petrantonio still playing D here along with Rogers. And again, if you missed the pregame show, Kirk Underwood out tonight with a suspension. It is the second of his 2-gamer. And Edgar Zozelinch picked up an 8-gamer last weekend in Carolina. And so he's going to be out for the next several weekends of the season. And you always miss the big fella back there, but that puts Josh Petrantonio back squarely on defense once again. Starting goaltenders tonight for the River Dragons, it is the history-making Brendan Colgan. He's 12-2-1 on the year now with a .923 save percentage, 2.30 goals against, and 5 shutouts. He's opposed by Mario Cavallari, 10-4-1 with an .895 and a 3.30 goals against. I think we've got the clock sorted. They've taken 13 seconds off it. So we're at 1947. We've barely gotten things going here. I don't know if they got some rodeo dirt in the clock or what. They had the big boys in town this weekend here in Columbus. That's why we're on the road in Carolina. All right, back to hockey action. Right now, the River Dragons trying to put on the forecheck pressure here. Can't get in there. Kept into the left point by Petrantonio on a clearing attempt. Slid into space right side. Here's Aldworth. Cutting around the net. Wraparound goes right into the crease. And that one will be taken away by Carolina. They'll go up the left side. Bazarin dumping it in. Chased by Petrantonio to the far corner. Petrantonio able to win the battle. Thunderbirds had to peel out. That'll be dumped in from center. Around the glass it goes. Columbus to the change. Wickline up on the forecheck. Swings it left side. Nobody there yet. Storjahan trying to arrive. Looking for help from Doe. The puck moved away to center, and now Carolina also heading for a change behind the play here as it's pushed ahead. Pastuca couldn't get much going there. And now chased into the Carolina zone. Doe in the right side corner. Pushed in behind the net. Bioni coughed it up right up the slot there. But pushed away to safety. Thunderbirds coughing it up to the River Dragons line. Greco, Kelly. His pass deflected back behind the River Dragons net for LaBelle. $1:20 gone in the first. No score here in the early going. Haven't even had a shot yet. Right side push in. Kelly tried to center. Too far for Doe. Turned over at center, though. Storjahan wanted to go back in, but he had to step around to check and lost the puck. Chipped off the glass, turned right back down by the River Dragons. That should be an icing call, and it is. Faceoff will come back down into the Columbus end, wearing red on a Friday night, as they always do at home, to honor our veterans. And a reminder that tomorrow night is Hometown Heroes Night. We'll come back to that here in just a moment. As the puck swung around onto the far side wall and back towards center ice. And there's the first touch for Ryan Hunter making his professional debut. Just signing with the River Dragons. Still playing junior, tried to step around one, got knocked down over there. Puck turned to the line and kept in Jemaeff, left side. Hunter will chase it behind the net. Gill picks it up. So Gill, Hunter, and Jemaeff, this line put together here by Coach Bichard. I had an interesting talk with Jerome this morning. And I said, Coach, I've been calling you Bichard all year long. And I feel dumb because I've heard it Bichard, I've heard it Bichard. We'll come back to that. Jemaeff for the long shot, goes right into the chest protector. Held there by Cavallari. And I said, have I been mispronouncing it? And he said, no. I said, okay, which one do you want to go with? If you had your druthers. And he said, well, it doesn't matter. I said, no, well, it matters to me. Which one do you want? So Bichard is what we're going with. It reminds me of the Derek Dorsett story. I'll tell you that one in a minute here. Face off to the right of Cavallari. Thunderbirds looking to move it ahead. And they will push on in and leave it off the line. Nobody there. Now back 2-on-2. Here comes, well, Wickline had a pass a little too far in the lead for him there. Grebennikov in the corner, takes a heavy thump, coughs it up. Puck one-handed towards the front. Kicked away to the left point, held in by Petrantonio. Wickline looking in front, feeds it back left point. Petrantonio steps into a drive, and that is flagged down by the glove of Cavallari. 3:06 into the first, scoreless between the Thunderbirds and the River Dragons. So Derek Dorsett of the Columbus Blue Jackets, not the River Dragons, but I caught up with him one day. And I said, I've heard your name Dorsett. I've heard it Dorsett. Which is it? He said, I'll tell you the story where there's a shot by Wickline, kicked aside, Aldworth on the rebound. He said, my dad says Dorset. My uncle, his brother, same family, says Dorset. And I said, well, I'm going with your dad. So Derek Dorset it was for me. Cleared out through center, and now Petrantonio will chase that one down the ice. He'll move it back along, and the River Dragons with speed now right side. Petrantonio takes the return, steps in over the Thunderbirds line, feeds to the slot. Doe with a shot, and a stick save there by Cavallari. Now back the other way. Here comes Carolina. Up the left side, just slipping through a check there was Rowe. Puck stays in the River Dragons' end here. Sent him behind the net, away from the forecheck of Schnapp. And up comes Columbus, this time led by Rogers from the D. He'll carry it in. His shot tipped way out of play. And we get a whistle. 4:08 into the first period. River Dragons hockey brought to you in part by Country Inn and Suites, the official host hotel of the Columbus River Dragons. This first period is brought to you by SunSouth John Deere. I am in the Harvey Lumber press box. And the puck is cleared down the ice. LaBelle will chase for the River Dragons. He'll set up shop behind his own net. Columbus resetting the breakout. Storjahan swinging up the left side wall. He'll carry it to center. Work it in wide. Storjahan has some room with a wrist shot. Save made. Cavallari grabs that rebound, pulls it in, and elects to hang on. Almost 4.5. This game's got a little bit of a different feel than last weekend, I can tell you that much, although that doesn't mean the intensity won't build. It often does. It takes you maybe a couple of shifts sometimes at a weekend set. Face-off is one back to the left point. LaBelle will slide it around the dasher. In behind the Carolina net. Kennedy up with it. Kennedy lost it to skates. Tried to spin it towards the line. Blocked by Doe. Picked up by Kelly. Kelly steps around one. Wheels back up the right side. The backhand in behind the net. Storjahan on the cycle trying to get it going. Tied up on the wall once again. Puck bounces free and out to center. Bione feeding it ahead. And now a chance to the right side. That pass blocked there. Pastuca tried to slide it through. Puck ends up in behind the net. Puck centered and unable to get a shot off there as he was tied up was Bione. Kept in by Carolina. Fed to the left point where Bione covers. He'll let it go. Tipped and then blocked. And now a stretch to center to Kelly. He's up one-on-one. Kelly slides it almost through the D. At the end of his shift there, Kelly maybe didn't quite have the legs he would have liked. Back the other way, Carolina pushing in. Martin on the left side. Spins it around behind the River Dragons net. Hunter sending it back down low. Greco pinned up in the corner. Gets it to the near side. Frejo on a rolling puck. To Gill. Gill pulls it back down. Feeds Greco on the left wing. Greco, bank pass on the right side. Hunter tipping it on back to Jamaev. Jamaev in over the line. Cutting to his left with a wrist shot. Blocker save. Cavallari. Carolina looking to move that puck to center. They do. On the attack, left wing now, Butita. Forward, back for Butita. Couldn't find him. He carries it around behind the net. Jamaev ends up on the loose puck. Right side, Hunter, a little chip off the glass into space for Vanelli, who jumped into the rush. Disrupted on the right side. Ford will turn it the other way for Carolina. Now up into space, left side. Long shot in and a glove save made by Colgan. As Keplinger with a shot from the wing. And we remain scoreless. 6:25 gone here in the first period. We'll be back with more in just a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
You've been borrowing your buddy's tractor long enough. It's time to get your own John Deere from SunSouth. And SunSouth makes owning a John Deere easy and affordable with financing as low as 0% interest. Right now, you can drive off in a 1-Series tractor with loader starting around $200 a month. But watch out, when you have a John Deere, your friends may start appearing out of nowhere. For quality John Deere equipment, visit SunSouth. Equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Expires January 31, 2023.
Inside Edge season ticket memberships are now available for the 22-23 season. The Inside Edge gives you exclusive access to team events with players, promotional giveaways, merchandise discounts, ticket priority for select Civic Center events, and of course River Dragons playoffs, plus ticket exchange privileges and more. Call 706-507-GOAL, that's 4625, to score your Inside Edge membership today.
Welcome back to the Columbus Civic Center. Tom Callahan here with you in the Harvey Lumber press box. Sun-South John Deere first period. It's a comfortable 72 degrees here in the Civic Center. And if the temperature in your home isn't comfortable, call Air Force Heating and Air. Face off to the right of Colgan in the River Dragons zone. One back to the left point and kept in by the Thunderbirds. Here's Ford with a shot that is blocked by Wickline. Wickline up the right side. Pardon me, that's Gill. He'll leave it off. Jamayev with a wrister. Had a stick check just enough to take the pace off it. And it's booted out of play by Cavallari. Face-off will remain in the Thunderbirds' end on the near side. River Dragons elect to switch the lines up. And now Cody Wickline will be out there, 10 instead of 20. Wickline out there with Krupp. Actually, no, Schmidt has been put out on this wing, and now Aldworth out there with him. So Schmidt getting a turn, and the puck immediately tipped out of play. River Dragons are saying it wasn't tipped. They want to see a delay penalty, and the referee agrees. So the River Dragons are going to go to a Georgia power play. First one of the night for either side belongs to Columbus. River Dragons power play 15.7% on the season. That is 7th. And these two teams are the best penalty-killing teams in the MPHL. River Dragons are first. Thunderbirds are a close second, 87% to 86.7%. And it is Rowe who's going to step in and serve that delay of game penalty. 6:42, time of the delay call. Well, now they're saying no. Upon further review, which we don't have in this league, I just told you all that fun stuff about penalty killing and blah, 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 and they have somehow rescinded the call. Jay Krupp would like to know why. The referee on the far side made the call, but then the Zebras got together for a quick conference and decided, nope, 5-on-5 we shall stay. The puck was tipped. River Dragons go to work anyway. Here's a chance in the slot, bouncing puck, Aldworth after it. And he's having trouble corralling that. He's sent around into the corner. Krupp knocks his man off the puck. Down for the right point. Here's Rogers pinching to keep it alive. Keeps it off his body. Tied up at the half wall. In front for Krupp. Hit him in the heels. The Krupp steals it back. Feeds it over to the near side. Wickline can't contain it, though. Out to center it goes. Krupp on the back check, stealing it away from Rowe. And now here's Columbus on the left side. Krupp pushed up against the glass. Aldworth far corner. Behind the net, Wickline on the cycle had it hop over his stick. It's early yet, but the ice looks like it's got a few bounces in it. Still tied up in the near side corner. Krupp knocked it out, now turned over in the slot. Here's Krupp, feeds it down. Wickline, goalie down, he scores! Cody Wickline, incredible patience. Krupp took the turnover in the high slot, fed it to Wickline to the near post. Cavallari went down early, left pad flat on the ice. Wickline walked it around the end of his skate and tucked it back up on the backhand just inside the post. Wow, what a goal. Great hands from Wickline. 1-0 Columbus. So the River Dragons say they do not need a power play. Thank you very much. Wickline's 10th goal of the year. River Dragons pushed it on into the Carolina end, but sent back out to center. Martin will dump it in. Colgan around behind the net after it. He'll leave it there. And the hometown crowd certainly appreciating Columbus getting on the board first. Shots right now 6-1 in favor of the River Dragons. Greco waiting, goes left side. Here's LaBelle. Bank pass was behind Doe. That's an easy icing. The geometry did not work out on that one, that's for sure. Well, the good news is the River Dragons, when scoring first this year, 18-1-0 on the season. Not too shabby. It also shows you how important it is to get out to the lead. Puck is dumped down out of the River Dragon zone off that face-off. Chased down to the forecheck here by Kelly. Puck towards the line, but not out. Storjahan battling to keep it in. Now it's pushed out to center. Greco will feed it across. LaBelle is pressured, but he shrugs off the forecheck. And now curls back. He'll go all the way behind the net. And he's chased in behind the net, coughed it up the slot, but Kelly read the play, came back for it. Nice job there by Panachek and Batita to be very aggressive on that forecheck. River Dragons finally able to send it down the ice into the Carolina end. Hunter chasing behind the net. Fed on to the left side. Now Carolina on the attack. Up on the right wing, Frazier forcing forward behind the net. He'll swing it around to the left side. Left off of the point for Martin. Steps down to the dot, walks around one and a cross ice feed, and that one ends up on the wall. Gill will step ahead, 3-on-3. Columbus attacks. Gill driving wide, left wing corner. Lost it, had to go back after it. Fed to the near side, and that one cleared. Hit Hunter, but does get out over the line. Now stepping quickly back in is Gill. Gill driving the net in front, and he had it knocked off his stick as he was sent flying there. And an easy grab for the Thunderbirds netminder, Cavallari. He'll freeze it, and the clock is not frozen. That continues to run. So I don't know where the whistle was supposed to go, but if they're going to leave it at 9:56, we're going to go to a break. And indeed we are. 1-0 River Dragons. We'll come right back, I believe. Hang on. Nope. Back to 10:03, 10:02, 10:01. I don't know what they're doing here. Are they putting it back? Okay, so 9:56 to go in this first period. Nope, and now the clock shows zeros. As I mentioned, the rodeo was in town last weekend. I don't know if that's got anything to do with these issues, but whenever you get a couple tons of dirt in a building, it tends to find its way into places it shouldn't. Okay, so we've rewound time. There's now 10:03 showing on the first period clock. 1-0 River Dragons. That hasn't changed. Face off to the left of the Thunderbirds net. Here's Aldworth on the right side. Pass kicked in front, but it's cleared away down the ice. And will it go for icing? Yes. It's Petrantonio chasing it down. So now we get a whistle. 9:57 to go on the first, and we will indeed this time go to our break. 1-0 River Dragons in the lead over the Carolina Thunderbirds. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Columbus, Georgia is considered by some as the hockey town of the South, boasting pro hockey since 1996. But 80 years before that first puck drop, another Chattahoochee Valley favorite got its start, Piggly Wiggly. Come on down to find a great selection of fresh meats and produce for your family's next meal or your next tailgate. We're proud to root for the hometown River Dragons because we've been the hometown team since forever. Piggly Wiggly, down home, down the street.
Face it, you've been borrowing your buddy's tractor long enough. It's time to get your own John Deere from SunSouth. And SunSouth makes owning a John Deere easy and affordable with financing as low as 0% interest. Right now, you can drive off in a 1-Series tractor with loader starting around $200 a month. But watch out, when you have a John Deere, your friends may start appearing out of nowhere. For quality John Deere equipment, visit SunSouth. Equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Expires January 31, 2023.
And we're back at the Columbus Civic Center. Tom Callahan here with you in the Harvey Lumber Press Box. Tonight's broadcast on the radio side on 106.9 Really Rocks, Columbus's real rock station, and our affiliates, WZEV 90.5 FM, Classic Hits of Lineville, WBRQ 91.9 FM, Blues Time in the City of LaGrange, and WQEE 99.1 FM, home of Southern Sports and Talk in Noonan. Appreciate all of you joining us here. Also over on our TV and YouTube sides as well. As it's a 1-0 River Dragons lead, but a shot sent wide. Now a chance down low. That is blocked in front. Nice job by Rogers with the stick to turn that one aside. And it's led ahead to Aldworth, cutting to the wing. Left wing. Aldworth driving in the backhand, cutting to the forehand. Off the outside of the net. Nice move by Aldworth. Able to use that speed, and he's so fluid. Gets a chance out of a puck. Right point. Rogers through a crowd. Pinballs wide. Wickline off angle. Try hit a shin pad. Aldworth in the circle. Wickline feeds it up to the left point. Petrantonio slides it back down. Wickline will chase it up the wall. Cycles Aldworth left half boards behind the net. A little too far for Schmidt. Schmidt, though, rubs his man out. That allows Wickline to get over and help out. Puck pushed over to the far side, but Aldworth had headed off for the change. And now it's cleared down the ice. Will it go wide of Colgan? They say no icing, so he leaves it for Rogers. Rogers pursued by Schnapp on the forecheck. Has to move it away on the right side. And in over the line is Storjahan. Puck ends up kicked to Kelly. Left wing. Kelly walks the D, who falls down. Centering feed, a backhand try, and the save by Cavalieri. And he holds on. I mean, we've seen Jacob Kelly make goaltenders look silly all season, so why not an occasional defenseman? .8:31 to go in the Sun South John Deere first period. 1-0 River Dragons. As Columbus winning the draw in the offensive zone. LaBelle with a shot, hit his own man. Oh, that was Kelly. He's up, skating it off. Back from the Thunderbirds, 3-on-2. Centering feed knocked away by LaBelle, who atones with a nice defensive play. Storjahan in over the line. Doesn't make Kelly feel any better, though. Still going to have a bruise. Left side, Kelly forcing it in behind the net. Carolina will recover it back there now. A long stretch through center. That one hopped over the stick of Butita. Colgan will just paddle it around to the near side. A rolling puck, knifed up the wall, but not out. Salak keeping it in. Feeds it behind the net. Carolina centering attempt blocked. Now the puck back in the near corner, and there's a big hit by LaBelle after Greco labeled one of his own. Here's Doe, left side. River Dragons in, long shot on net, and the rebound there. Cavalieri covering it up. Looked like Cavalieri at first tried to steer that one to the corner, but might have got caught in the little fold of the pad there, where the foot meets the ankle, and instead of going to the corner, it stayed right with him, so he just covered it. Face-off will be to his right. Shots are 8-1 in favor of the River Dragons here. Puck to the point. Goes between the D. Frazier can't get it. Now it's pushed in by Butita. Way out to play it is Colgan, but a chance there, and that one is sent wide and deflected out of play, I believe, off a River Dragons defender. Face-off will stay in the zone. Keplinger got to the puck. Colgan decided to slide over to his right in the butterfly, but there were also a couple other red jerseys in the way. That one didn't have much of a chance of going in. Jemaev tossed out of the draw against Keplinger. Hunter steps in to take this one. Keplinger winning it back. There's a shot blocked, and now away Gill. Oh, Gill just folds up. River Dragons try to push on, and Gill reverse course on Ford, knocked him off the puck. Here's Jemaev the other way. Jemaev in as Hunter going to the net in front. Hunter couldn't get a shot off. Butita checked his stick. Now Hunter tried to steal it back, and he ends up falling down to the ice. It's kicked along by Schmidt. Now a header's Ford on a breakaway. Ford moving in. Deeksy scores. Colgan tried to go to the pad stack. Ford waited him out. And Gus Ford's league-leading 25th goal of the year comes at 12:58. This game tied up at 1. Let's see if we can pick up the assists on this one here as the River Dragons push back in. There's a chance, and coming out to play it away, Cavallari. Thunderbirds able to move it ahead, and now they'll step up again. Long shot in, knocked down by the minute Colgan, and he flung it right to Petrantonio, picked it up and kept it going. Here's Wickline, left side. There's a shot looking on a backdoor tip there for Petrantonio, just missed him, a little too far ahead there, and now Krupp's going to get a slashing call for chopping the stick out of the hands of Rowe. So now we do get our first power play of the game, and this time it belongs to the Thunderbirds. .13:37, time of the call. Power play is 4th in the league for the Thunderbirds at 19.5%. River Dragons first, as I told you earlier on the kill, 87%. Strength on strength here. Puck in the slot. Carolina holding a shot. They score. Puck was tipped over to Blake Peavy. Peavy one-timed it going down to a knee, beats Colgan high. And the Thunderbirds strike for 2 very quickly. And it's 2-1. And now Greco got tangled up, I believe, with Schnapp. I don't know if anything's coming out of that or not, but power play goal very quickly for the Thunderbirds. They make the River Dragons pay for the slash. And I don't know if there'll be another call made off of that. It doesn't look like it, but we'll find out. No, they won't call anything off it. 13:48 time of the goal, so 50 seconds, 5-0 seconds between goals. Peavy's power play marker makes it a 2-1 Thunderbirds lead. Schnapp and Butita, the power play assist. Well, we have a moment here after an icing. Let's take a break along the network. 10 seconds for station identification.
We're listening to River Dragons Hockey on WKC and HD2 for Benning South, Columbus, and W295AY Crystal Valley. 106.9 really rocks.
Face off coming back down in the Carolina zone after the icing against the Thunderbirds. Carolina with a 2-1 lead. Just under 6 minutes to go in this first period. Greco delivers a big hit on the right side. And now the puck pushed towards the point, and having to get off the ice is Salak because his helmet was knocked off. Here's LaBelle stepping up in the left wing. Centering feed, that is slapped away. And down the ice it goes, chased by Greco. Kelly booting a pass ahead. Doe, trouble with the bouncer, followed up by Storjahan. And now cleared over the left wing side. Ford on it. He'll slide it around the rim. Colgan slows it down. It dribbles to the far corner. Doe reversed it, but right onto the stick of Butita, who was there waiting for it. Puck to the right point, now swung to the left. Firth with a shot. That one pinballs off his skate. Now race. Here's Storjahan. Going to get there first. No, it is swept away. Nice job by Kennedy to get back. Following up the play, however, River Dragons push in. Ends up back with Storjahan. To the point. Drive by Vanelli. Tipped away to the corner. Gill on the left side. Now swing it around. Storjahan into the slot. Shot by Frazio right into Cavallari. And now Hunter wanted a piece of somebody in front of the net as well. Remember how I said it wasn't too feisty earlier? that tone has changed. 2-1 Thunderbirds with 4:52 to go in the first. Back with more Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Face it, you've been borrowing your buddy's tractor long enough. It's time to get your own John Deere from SunSouth. And SunSouth makes owning a John Deere easy and affordable with financing as low as 0% interest. Right now, you can drive off in a 1-Series tractor with loader starting around $200 a month. But watch out, when you have a John Deere, your friends may start appearing out of nowhere. For quality John Deere equipment, visit SunSouth. Equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Expires January 31, 2023.
For Beam, community isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. We believe that when we care together, work together, and even cheer for our favorite teams together, we are closer to what counts. Beam has been improving the way we connect since 1964, not just with technology, but with our communities and with each other. Because at Beam, community is not just a place, it's the way we do business. Beam, bringing East Alabama more. It's in our name.
Back at the Columbus Civic Center, Tom Callahan here with you. 2-1 Thunderbirds over the River Dragons here. 4:52 remaining in the Sun-South John Deere first period. Shots 9-4 in favor of the River Dragons, but Thunderbirds have scored on 2 of those 4. Most recent was a breakaway goal a power play goal by Peavy as the puck pushed right in on the Carolina net, held by Cavallari. So Ford, breakaway goal, the only assist going to Martin at 12:58. Less than a minute later, Peavy from Schnapp and Batita, and that was literally 50 seconds later to make it 2-1. So now Columbus finds itself trailing the game. Batita pushing in, his pass on to the left side, followed up from the point down low by Keplinger. Send it to the right side. Batita centering forward, a shot. That one is knocked away. Left side, Benelli trying to step it out. Now it ends up with Jemayev. Frazier, on the right side. He'll dump it into the corner. Slides it around for Jemayev. Jemeyev's centering attempt did not get through. Hunter battling for it. Puck on the dot. Hunter on the left side. Here's Gill. Gill looking, lets it go. Fought off by the glove of the goaltender there as Cavallari couldn't hold it, but he kind of pawed it down and kept it out. Golden will swing it away. On the near side, Jemayev dumping it ahead. Chased by Krupp. Into the right wing corner. Krupp had it hop off his stick. And Carolina able to pick up the loose puck. Dumped into the River Dragons end of things here. And here's Wickline ahead for Columbus. In over the line, Aldworth, right side, a shot tipped to the glass. Getting the stick in there on him was Firth. Thunderbirds tipping it towards the line, not out, held in by Columbus. Firth pressure behind the net, coughed it up to Aldworth, banks it up to the left point. Petrantonio shot deflects wide. Well, that one found a lot of shin pad. Rogers with a shot, that one pinballs just wide. Fed behind the net, Krupp, Aldworth, wraparound is stopped, paddle down, and Cavallari will throw the glove over it. A little bit of shoving in the pile. Krupp was not really paying much attention, and then all of a sudden got grabbed in there by Firth, who tried to give him the what for. Of course, Krupp did not enjoy that. 3:05 to go in the first, 2-1, Thunderbirds in the lead. Face-off is going to come to the right of the Carolina net. Puck ends up in that far side corner. Kelly flings it around the dasher, up to the right point. Greco holding it in, sends it right back down the wall. Cut off and fed towards the line. Storjahan, and that one is cleared out by Carolina. Storjahan was trying to play it up towards Greco, but just didn't quite work out. Now the River Dragons the other way. Here's a chance at center. And Kelly had his stick tied up. Doe overskated. Now it's dumped in from center by Grebenikov. The River Dragons on the regroup here. LaBelle Pass at center. Doe bouncing puck. Can't quite corral it. That allows the Thunderbirds to bank it away to center. Here's Kelly on the right wing. He'll take the hit as he dumps it in. Cleared around. Hunter cutting it off on the wall. He'll flip it into space on the left side. Vanelli with a shot. Pad save there. Rebound up the slot. Puck bouncing in the air is pawed away to the corner. Fed to the right point. Greco holding it in. Wrister missed the net. Pursued by Gill to the left half wall. Down low for Storjahan. Storjahan in front for Hunter off the outside of the net. Hunter on the rebound. Left side. He'll quickly feed the point. Vanelli looking. Had traffic. Hit it. Kept in right side, though. Wheeling with it is Hunter. Vanelli kicks it back towards Hunter in the corner. Hunter trying to pull it free. On the right side, Gill wanted to feed the point. Couldn't quite get it there. And now Hunter able to get it to center for Carolina. Or pardon me, Martin rather. Stepping into the right side with a shot. They score! Oh my, what a shot there by Rowe. Colgan was moving to his left. Rowe to his right, may have used the defender as a screen, but beats Colgan on the blocker side, and it's 3-1 Thunderbirds. For Rowe, that's his 22nd of the year. That was a well-placed shot just inside that near side post. And 18:38 of this first period. Sucks the wind out of the sails of the River Dragons as they were trying to build some momentum there. Now the River Dragons, though, looking to get something going on the right side. Aldworth trying to power his way through it. Instead, it's cleared away. Keplinger at center. Trying to walk in on the left side. He stood up. And Greco will get it back the other way. Here's a break for Krupp. Krupp wide on the wing, cutting it on goal to the backhand off the outside of the net. Penalty coming against Carolina. Krupp on it. Extra man out, but he lost it to Ford. Hooking will be the call. So the hustle of Jay Krupp ends up drawing a hooking minor with under a minute to go here in this first period. 47.9 seconds left to be precise. It is Bioni who will sit. And now the River Dragons really and honestly and truly are onto the Georgia power play. 19:12 time of the call. Face-off will come to the right of Cavallari. River Dragons are going to put Greco up front on this power play. They'll park him in front of the net. Everybody creeping into the face-off circle. Trailing linesman backs him out. Storjahan in for the important face-off here. Tied up on the dot. Carolina wins it back. Doe on the left side. Trying to kick it out of that pile. Along it goes towards the left point where Kelly holds it in, but only momentarily. It's cleared down. And Colgan moving ahead to LaBelle. 24 seconds as the River Dragons. Maybe one more rush here. Left side, moving in. Toe drag, Kelly, and a goal! Tried to go 5-hole, but that was shut down. Puck ends up in behind the net. There is Doe. Right side, Storjahan leaving it off. In behind the net, Doe! And right at the side of the net, puck is covered by Cavallari. 5.8 seconds left to go in the first. Where the River Dragons can't produce off the rush. We've seen it time and time again this year. As they drive it off the wing with some speed, create a nice scoring chance, get those D turned around. They almost did it again there. Aldworth is going to come in for this face-off. Storjahan off. Greco backed out. Aldworth trying to push it ahead, and that one is kicked back into the corner. Clock winding itself down as Carolina clears And we will head into the locker room with a 3-1 count on the scoreboard. Thunderbirds up on top of the Columbus River Dragons. 1:13 left in the Georgia power play when we come back out here in period number 2. But a good start by the River Dragons, but then Carolina woke up as the offense comes alive for the Thunderbirds. And right now they are in control of this hockey game, although, as I mentioned, the River Dragons will have a fresh sheet of ice coming out here for period number 2. And a substantial bit of time left there in that Georgia power play. Shots unofficially 15-7 in favor of the River Dragons. We'll get inside all the numbers for you as we move on in to our first intermission report, which is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. When we come back, we'll have a chat with Alex Jemayeff. And then, of course, our Selmo Zippin' Out of Town scoreboard and more coming your way, so stick around. There's plenty to get to. 20 minutes in, the Carolina Thunderbirds with a 3-1 lead. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Hello there. My name is Seychelle, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the punch of flavors that's unlike any other. You get the crispy tenderness of the chicken and that hint of sourness from the pickles. Ta-da!
Hey, I'm Juan, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is you know you're going to get chicken that's crispy, golden, and juicy. This is the gold standard of chicken sandwiches.
Order the original Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real customers paid for their testimonials.
At Mr. Sparky, we're America's on-time electrician. We all count on our home's electrical outlets to provide us the power we need when we need it. But sometimes an overloaded circuit can lead to a blown outlet, so leave it to the pros at Mr. Sparky. We'll get it done right and get it done safely. Call now for $50 off electrical repairs.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Limitations and restrictions may apply. Independently owned and operated. Licensed in the respective state or county.
Oral and maxillofacial surgeons Mark Sawicki, Lee Allen practice a traditional scope of oral and maxillofacial surgery with over 60 years of combined expertise, ranging from oral pathology to wisdom tooth removal. They perform a full range of dental implant and bone grafting procedures, as well as non-invasive surgical facial cosmetic procedures. That level of expertise is why the River Dragons trust them. Call them in Columbus at 596-1757 or in LaGrange at 884-2655.
Columbus, Georgia is considered by some as the hockey town of the South, boasting pro hockey since 1996. But 80 years before that first puck drop, another Chattahoochee Valley favorite got its start, Piggly Wiggly. Come on down to find a great selection of fresh meats and produce for your family's next meal or your next tailgate. We're proud to root for the hometown River Dragons because we've been the hometown team since forever. Piggly Wiggly, down home, down the street.
River Dragons hockey is more fun in a group. Come celebrate your birthday, anniversary, reunion, and more. Get 10 or more people together to enjoy the best available seating, a special VIP entrance, group recognition at the game, a visit from Scorch or Torch, and more. Plus, you can add on options like Chuck-a-Pucks, souvenir hats or pucks, and even a team gear shopping spree. Groups of 30 or more get a post-game photo on the ice. Group perks are only available through the River Dragons office by calling 706-507-4625. Welcome back in the Chick-fil-A First Intermission Report. We're joined by Alexander Jemayeff. And Alex, tough weekend last weekend, but you know what? The first tough weekend I think the River Dragons have faced all season. What are your thoughts coming out of it?
It was a tough weekend. We were missing a few guys. And, I don't think we played our best hockey as it was. But, they're nothing that we can't handle. And, it's a good wake-up call for a team like us. We've been first all year and had some easy competitions. So just kind of get back to the work and, play our game.
You and I were chatting a little bit before we jumped on here, and you were talking about the need to kind of elevate the game for the River Dragons, speed-wise, preparation-wise. You feel better coming into this weekend about it?
Yeah, just guys saying, they're good. But, no, we just need to focus on our game. We know we're a good team in the way that we play. So, I would just take the focus away from them and focus on our game, and we should be fine.
And I also know that, in a season, you're going to face tests, right? There's going to be weekends that are more difficult than others. Sometimes you're getting the bounces and the breaks. But overall, when you look at the body of work for this hockey team, is the confidence still there?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, we have so many pieces that can just change the game at any moment. And, it's hard to play in Carolina, and that's something that we're probably going to have to face in the future. But, yeah, I mean, we're fully confident, and we just got away from our game plan a little bit, but no, we're excited to be back home and showing them what we could do.
You also mentioned the need to play with more speed against these guys.
Yeah, I mean, we're a fast team. You watch the way we play, move the puck fast, and we move our feet fast. So, they're probably the closest that we've seen in order in terms of like a high intensity pace during the game. So we just need to make sure we're moving our feet at all times, on the back check, on the fork check with the puck, and really just focus on how we could play with speed.
Alex, thanks for joining us.
Appreciate it.
Back with more of the Chick-fil-A first period intermission in just a moment. Intermission in just a moment.
Complete Tire and Service, located at 3109 Victory Drive in Columbus, is the perfect place to take care of everything your vehicle needs. From preventive maintenance to alignments, brakes, oil changes, and more, your friends at Complete Tire and Service have you covered. Need tires? Buy 3, get 1 free for passenger vehicles. Call 706-321-8133 to set up your appointment. 321-8133. Complete Tire and Service on the web at ctstires.com.
Hydrolife Therapy in Old Town is your one-stop recovery shop to get you back to 100%. With IV therapy treatments, cryotherapy, and compression therapy all under one roof. Hydrolife treatments are packed with nutrients to increase energy and boost your immune system. Join the IV League today for the most affordable way to feel better, look better, and start accomplishing more. Online at hydrolifetherapy.com/Columbus. Hydrolife Therapy. Start living your best life.
While the River Dragons handle pests on the ice, Orkin takes care of rodents and pests at your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Orkin creates a custom pest plan specifically for you. Orkin can help eliminate and control mice, bed bugs, ants, roaches, stinging insects, and cockroaches, just to name a few. Remember, they're not happy until you're happy, so visit Orkin.com for a free estimate and trust the only pest control service the Dragons trust, Orkin. Now, if they could just control Seawolves and Thunderbirds.
Heroes of Valhalla is your go-to place for all of your gunsmithing and firearms needs. They also specialize in Cerakote finishing as well as hydro dipping, which offers over 1,000 different pattern options. Check them out online at heroesvalhalla.us or stop by the shop at 6320 Bradley Park Drive in Columbus. They're open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Online at heroesofvalhalla.us.
In 1999, Watley Convenience Stores opened its first Zelmo's Zip-In. Since then, the brand has grown to include 11 stores in the Chattahoochee Valley and Southwest Georgia. Zelmo's is an anchor in the communities it operates in. Our managers, employees, and vendors are all an integral part of the neighborhoods and communities we serve. We are proud to call these areas home and plan to continue growing with and serving the communities of West Georgia and East Alabama. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions.
And we're back at the Columbus Civic Center. Tom Callahan here with you as we are in the first intermission report brought to you by Chick-fil-A. And it's a 3-1 Carolina Thunderbirds lead. Let's jump inside the numbers here from this opening frame. And taking a look at things, we find that it's a 15-7 shot advantage for the River Dragons, and they did indeed score the first goal of the game at 7:42 as Cody Wickline, his 10th of the year from Jay Krupp. And Wickline took the pass down low, weighted the Carolina goaltender down. Mario Cavalieri went flat out on the ice, put the left pad out, but Wickline had the presence of mind and the patience to tuck it around the pad on the backhand just inside the post. And that made it a 1-0 game at that point. But then Carolina took over offensively. The first 2 goals they scored came less than a minute apart. And the first one, Ford, is 25th, which, by the way, leads the league this year from Martin at 12:58. And on a breakaway, Ford weighted Colgan down as he went to the pad stack, and Ford just tucked it around him. So it's 1-1. Then at 13:48, Peavy scores on a power play goal, a one-timer from the high slot from Schnapp and Butita, and it's a 2-1 lead. Later in the period at 18:38, this time it's Rowe getting into the act with his 22nd of the year from Schnapp and Martin. Rowe had Colgan moving to his left, put a wrist shot back to the right, of the big goaltender and tucked it just inside the post, past the blocker. It might have been a little bit of a screen from the defender there, but either way, in it goes. And it's 3-1 Carolina after one period of play. Shots, as I mentioned, 15-7 in favor of the River Dragons. Power plays in that first period. Carolina 1 for 1. And the only power play of the period for the River Dragons extends now into the second period. So no official chances on the Georgia power play yet in the game for Columbus. They're still working on theirs. Trailing at 3-1 here. There'll be 1 minute 13 seconds of power play time to start period number 2. By the way, Scorch and Torch had their respective mascot buddies out, and they had a broomball game at center ice. I did not catch the shots, but I believe Scorch's team won. Or did Torch's team win? Drew, whose team won? Was it Scorch or Torch? Torch? Torch's team won. Okay, so there you go. Little birthday broomball game out there, and Torch's team won. And it's always fun to watch the mascots do certain things, and playing broomball is definitely one of them, as we're having the mascot birthday bash here tonight. Scorch and Torch are both for today. So happy birthday, Scorch and Torch. Also, happy birthday to PMB Radio's Brian Thomas, turning the big 5-0 today. So happy birthday to him. And I saw his name up on the board earlier. So, well, you made it. That's definitely a good thing. And always nice to celebrate your birthday. You want to celebrate your birthday at a River Dragons game? We can make it happen. And you want to bring your group along with you to help celebrate it? We can make that happen, too. River Dragons hockey is way more fun when you bring a group. Celebrate that birthday, or your anniversary, or your reunion, or more. You get 10 people together to enjoy best available seating, special VIP entrance, group recognition at the game, a visit from the aforementioned Scorch or Torch, and more. Plus, you can add options like Chuck-a-Puck souvenir hats and pucks, or even a Team Gear shopping spree. If your group is 30 or more, you get a post-game photo on the ice. Group perks only available through the River Dragons office by calling 706-507-4625. That's 507-GOAL. Let's have a look at the Zelmo's zip-in out-of-town scoreboard. Everybody else started at the same time as we did tonight. And how about the Mississippi Seawolves? Wow, 5 goals in the first period. They're up 5-0 on the Delaware Thunder early on. And that one 20 minutes in. Wow, unbelievable how well Mississippi has started that game. Good for them. Let's take a look at the other games going on right now. Watertown with a 1-0 lead over the Danbury Hat-Tricks. And the Binghamton Black Bears with a 3-1 lead over the Elmira Mammoth. All those after one period of play. Late night in the NHL as well. Only 2 games, one early, one late. Right now, the Pittsburgh Penguins out to a 2-0 lead over the Ottawa Senators. Raquel and Zucker, the goal scorers for Pittsburgh. And Avalanche Canucks, that is a 10 o'clock Eastern time puck drop coming up a little bit later on. That's it for our Zelmo's zip-in out-of-town scoreboard. Zelmo's is the official fuel provider of the Columbus River Dragons, and Zelmo's has been fueling life's passions since 1999. Also want to say thanks to some of our other sponsors who make it possible to have River Dragons hockey here on the air for you, including Pepsi, the official soft drink of the River Dragons, Air Force Heating and Cooling, the official heating and air company of the Columbus River Dragons, and Wade Cleaners, the official cleaners of Scorch and Torch. It's 3-1. Carolina in the lead here. And 20 minutes in, I think the analysis for the River Dragons is a couple things. Number one, I think Columbus, they got that first goal, and then they kind of, I don't want to say they took the foot off the gas, because I don't think they changed the pace as much, but just didn't seem to be as effective as they were in the early going. At one point in that first period, shots are 8-1. And that was before any goals had been scored. Columbus was really working around the outside, and I will say this. I've noticed Carolina's D are slow. And the River Dragons can use their speed wide, drive around those D, and make some chances happen, which they did a couple of times. But not consistently enough. And it seemed like whenever they would get in the corner, get in the battles on the wall, that's where that bigger, heavier Carolina defense came out in front. They were able to make things happen there as they were able to, lean on you, knock the puck away. And so the River Dragons need to be a little better with winning those battles in the corners. They just didn't have it, especially in the back half of that first period. But the other thing is, too, it's tough for Columbus, still trying to shuffle lines around a little bit. You've still got the captain, Josh Petrantonio, back playing defense, which is not his usual position. He had a couple of guys get banged up there in the first period. Hard to say if Gill's at 100% right now after he took that shot off the foot. And, a couple other guys just, it's little bumps and bruises along the way. But there's no Lane King in the lineup tonight. And, boy, can you tell what kind of effect Lane King has on the lineup, whether he's in it or not. His presence is missed out there. And not having that Storjahan, King, Kelly line together makes a difference for this River Dragons team as well. So just trying to find some chemistry with guys out there. Also the youngster Ryan Hunter in his first game, and doesn't look out of place. I think is learning it's a little bit different playing hockey against full size. He's playing junior right now, so you don't always get grown men to play against in junior. Sometimes you get a little bit of an undersized opponent. Nobody out here is undersized. Nobody out here is weak. These are all grown men who can play a very strong game, and so I think that's going to be a little bit of an adjustment. But Hunter looks like he's finding some space on the ice, trying to make some things happen out there, and who knows, maybe he can break through for the River Dragons before it's all said and done here tonight. All right, that's it for our first period intermission, brought to you by Chick-fil-A. It's a 3-1 Thunderbirds lead over the River Dragons. After 20 minutes, we're back with second period action in just a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Hello there. My name is Seychelle, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the punch of flavors that's unlike any other. You get crispy tenderness of the chicken and that hint of sourness from the pickles. Ta-da!
Hey, I'm Juan, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is you're going to get chicken that's crispy, golden, and juicy. This is the gold standard of chicken sandwiches.
Order the original Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real customers paid for their testimonials.
Hey guys, this is Mike Costello of the Mike Costello Law Firm.
It's Rick Willis of the Mike Costello Law Firm.
Did you know that car accidents are the #1 case of injuries in the U.S.? So if you find yourself in a car wreck,
call or text me at 844-GET-MIKE or visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com.
Do yourself a favor and I hope that you learn. Been in the wreck, call a Mike Costello Law Firm.
So if you've been injured, please give us a call.
Let's have a conversation.
Michael G. Costello, 1301 First Avenue, Suite 101, Columbus, 31901.
Hello to all you River Dragons fans. I'm Chief Meteorologist Eric Kincaid here with a look at your forecast. Tonight after the game, temperatures dropping into the 40s, a little chilly, but no rain in the forecast despite the increase in clouds. You can leave that umbrella at home. Now for your Saturday today, should start off dry, temperatures in the 40s. We do expect plenty of clouds during the first part of the day, but rain chances, they're going to increase after the lunch hour for a lot of us. Rain chances will increase into the night as well, and the heaviest rain moving in overnight, Saturday into Sunday. Highs holding in the 50s on Saturday, but if you have any outdoor plans, you want to try to fit those in before the lunch hour if you can. Going into Sunday, showers stay scattered through the day, so it won't be the best of days for outdoor activities, but it also won't be a complete washout. You can use our free WTV and weather app to keep track of any rain as you plan your weekend. We've got another good chance of those showers moving back into the forecast next Tuesday into Wednesday, so don't put those umbrellas away. We'll be back on the Columbus River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Columbus Diagnostic Center, the area's clear choice for diagnostic imaging. CDC Northside features the area's first and only 3T MRI, the most powerful MRI available, and our new 64-slice CT scanner, cutting-edge imaging that's available at both locations. For over 30 years, patient comfort, lower costs, and uncompromising dedication remain our top priority. Clearer results for a more accurate diagnosis. Columbus Diagnostic Center and CDC Northside. Technology with a human touch.
Welcome back to the Columbus Civic Center. Tom Callahan here with you up in the Harvey Lumber press box. Getting set for the second period, brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union. Also bringing you Hometown Heroes Night tomorrow night. Police, fire, first responders, emergency medical services personnel, city, county, municipal personnel. All those people who, you know what, really make the wheels go round. First of all, thank you. Second of all, how about a buy one, get one ticket deal? Call the River Dragons office tomorrow after 10 a.m. It's the only place you can get it. If you qualify, we'll get you out here on a buy one, get one by calling 706-507-4625, 507-4625. And a rematch tomorrow night with the Carolina Thunderbirds. Right now, River Dragons start the period on the power play, the Georgia power play, trailing 3-1. And off we go here. The long change in effect for period number 2. And the River Dragons will bring it in, look to set it up. But that puck is stolen away by Carolina, and down it's dumped. Colgan will stop it behind the net. Frazier, right side to Wickline. Wickline onto the left wing, in over the line. Here's Vanelli, carrying it all the way behind the net. Vanelli to the right side, swings it to Wickline in the right corner. Wickline fell, banked it, right point Vanelli, feeds it down low, carried behind the net by Krupp. Krupp, right point, Vanelli over, chance in front, didn't get through to Krupp. Another chance, that one is rejected. Played to the line and kept in Krupp. Vanelli right point, 13 seconds in the power play. Frazier pressured, coughed it up in the slot, and it's cleared down the ice. That'll pretty much do it for this Georgia power play. And the River Dragons 0 for 1 with a man advantage. 1:15 gone in the second period. 3-1 Carolina. Puck at center right now, forced into the shin pads of Doe. Doe carries in left side. Driving wide, sending it up top. Kelly, a shot on the right pad save there. Rebound into the corner. Pinned up on the wall. Kelly trying to keep the play alive. And it ends up back with him. Kelly, off-angle chance, blocked, and Kelly got a penalty on that play. Or did he? Kelly was taking a shot, and if in the act of shooting the puck, and it looks like, let's see, who was that got hit over there? I think it was Pastuca. But if in the act of shooting a puck or clearing a puck, the follow-through of the stick, you can't end up with a high sticking penalty because of that. And there is some blood on the ice here, and that is indeed number 24, Yuri Pastuca, who heads off the ice. But, I mean, unless the FPHL is different from the NHL in that regard, which it could be, but in the NHL, if it's a follow-through, whether it's on a clear, a pass, a shot, it's not a penalty. Kelly was in the process of shooting the puck, and his stick, it looked like, rode up Pastuca's stick, who challenged him defensively. He was challenging him with the stick, but his follow-through rode up and caught him. And so that's why there's no penalty on the play, which, by the way, is the official decision. There's no penalty. And that's the right call. And the referees took a minute to get it right. That near side referee, I mean, I don't know if he didn't see Kelly take the shot, but he was initially going to make the call, but I give him credit for saying, hang on a minute, I need to talk to some people. All right, here's Batita moving in for Carolina on the right side. Greco leaving it on to the near wing to LaBelle. And LaBelle will send it on in. Cleared around the wall by Carolina, but that puck not out of the zone. Storjahan chasing it, reversed around to the near wing. Storjahan will get there first, but he scooped it right back into a bunch of white jerseys, and now it's out. Chased up the right wing side. Keplinger into the near side corner. Tried to center. Bounced off a River Dragon. And now it'll be pushed ahead. Here's Hunter with a pass. That one is tipped down left side. Storjahan. He'll leave it off for Hunter. Has Gill in front. Try to feed it. Fanned it. Hunter carries it around far side. Storjahan on the dot. Onto the right side. And now it pinballs in front. Hunter on the backhand. Sent it high. Crashing to the left point. Petrantonio fed it to the slot, but nobody there for it as it's clipped out And up to center. Petrantonio gloving it down, feeds Jemaeff. Jemaeff a backhand flip into the right corner. Hunter up after it. And going to challenge Firth. They tie up on the wall. Jemaeff wanted to pull it out of the pile. He's got it. Swings it around to the right point. Held in there. Ooh, Rogers lost the handle. Out it goes. Rogers will flip one into the backhand. Now Krupp attacking on that right side. Firth banks it around the wall to the point. Rogers holds it this time, and he feeds for Jemaeff in the back door. Couldn't get a stick to it. Krupp cycles it down low to Gill. Gill has it pinned up in his skates. Back on the near side. It's cleared away to center. Ends up with Petrantonio again, who delays and now fires it back in. Right on the goaltender. Boy, he's trying to catch Cavalieri going the wrong way. Maybe anticipating the puck around the boards, and a bit of a hairy moment there, but Cavalieri able to make the save, and he traps it for the whistle. 3:35 into the second period, 3-1. Thunderbirds in the lead. Face-off will be to the right of the Thunderbirds net. Wick line in for it. One away by Carolina. Flipped on to the far side. Bioni clearing it around. Vanelli steps up to keep it in. Down low to Krupp. Doesn't have any options. Tried to force it in the slot anyway. Didn't get through. Puck at center. Chip past Aldworth. Frazier on it. Now ahead to Wickline. Wickline cutting to the right wing. In over the line. Wickline centering. Nobody there. Left point. Frazier. His shot deflected. Into the right side corner. Down for the right point. Vanelli. In the corner, trying to move it up top. Puck in the slot, a backhand chance. Back there, they score! Cody Wickline! What a nice move by Aldworth, cutting through the slot. He was going left. Put a backhand pass back to his right. Wickline was all by himself on the back door, and Cody Wickline's got his second of the night. River Dragons within one. It's 3-2. Vanelli might pick up the other helper on this. Boy, what a nice pass. There's a chance it is cleared to the corner. Thunderbirds trying to push right back. It's cleared to center. Sturgeon ahead. Krupp gets the other assist. Now breaking in. Doe in on goal. His shot save. Cavalieri. And the net comes off. The puck stayed out. Yes, the River Dragons drove right to the net trying to make something happen there. So Krupp gets the other assist along with Aldworth. Boy, the River Dragons needed that one to stay in this hockey game here. 3-2 and 4-1 are dramatically different scores. Face off, quick shot, save made, rebound in front. Doe can't get to it. Kelly on the left side holding it into the corner. Firth is pinned up by Doe. And now the puck free is carried around behind the net onto the left side. Grebennikov. His outlet through center. Now banked on the right side. Winning the race back is LaBelle as he got just in front of Panacek over there. And now Kelly looking to move it ahead onto the right side. Sturgeon tips it down, or did he? Nope, that's icing. 5:08 into the second period. Thunderbirds with a 3-2 lead over the River Dragons. We'll come right back with more second period action in just a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
What's up, Columbus, Phoenix City, and all the bi-state area? This is Mike Costello of the Mike Costello Law Firm. Once we take on a car wreck case, it's not just about law. It is our duty to provide and to give that client the best possible experience. If you think you need us, call or text us. We got you. Michael G. Hostelow, 1301 First Avenue, Suite 101, Columbus, 31901, 762-221-5616.
Back at the Columbus Civic Center, Tom Callahan here with you in the Harvey Lumber Press Box. Second period action brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union. Cody Wickline's got a pair tonight. And the River Dragons trailing the Carolina Thunderbirds 3-2. 5:08 into the second period. Shots 20-7 in favor of the River Dragons. That means they're 5-0 here to start this second period. Now here's Kelly chasing a loose puck into the Carolina end. Kelly into the corner. Hooks it towards the high slot area, all the way to the blue line. Storjahan trying to wiggle his way free, but too much traffic. And the puck is cleared out to center. Tipped back in by Doe. Columbus to the change. And now Carolina trying to stretch things through center. But that was foiled by the River Dragons. And now Jemayeff up on the right side. Had it poked away to the dasher. Comes to the right point. Rogers steps up to hold it in. Back past him. Off his mid out to center. Now pushing up there with a long shot in is Schnapp. And Schnapp and Gill come together at the side of the net. Exchange some pleasantries. Rogers gets a little shove in there. Not quite 6 minutes into the second period. Faceoff will come to the right of Brendan Colgan's cage. Bazarin. Well, no, he's not going to take the faceoff. Let's see. Looks like instead it's going to be Peavy, who's one of the goal scorers tonight. Gill chased off the ice at the last second here for Schmidt, who comes out. Puck pushed to the high slot. Rowe centering it, and Jemayeff off his skate. On to the left side, we'll move it ahead. Jemayeff to center at the stripe. Carries in wide. Left side tried to cut towards the goal, but that one was thwarted by Firth. Puck turned to center where Rowe turned it over, but then following up the play and helping him out, Peavy swung it back defensively. Firth with it. Oh, fed it right in front to his goaltender. No panic there, though. I got to tell you, Cavallari was cool about it. And now the puck finds its way to center. Cleared along. Here's Petrantonio after it. Nice job by Hunter to hook up his man there as he kept Bazarin from breaking free. Now here's Rogers in. Centering! Swatted away in the slot. Puck around the glass. Odd kickoff of Stanchion. Kiplinger able to clear it out. Jammed up in the air, and that one will be dumped into the Columbus end of things here. As I mentioned earlier in the first period, the puck is definitely hopping a little bit tonight. Schmidt onto the right side. Krupp fakes a shot. Backdoor feed. Oh, he put it right through the skates there. Unfortunately on Aldworth. As it stumped back the other way. Boy, if Aldworth could have corralled that pass, would have been a beauty scoring chance. Puck instead over to the right side where Ford is pushed back out to center with it. The River Dragons trying to attack. Krupp backhands in left side. Aldworth leaving it off for Wickline. Dancing in front. Wickline stop. Rebound. That one is blocked by the D. Goes to the glass. Cody Wickline's feeling it tonight. He's already got two. And now Krupp throws the shoulder in behind the net. Puck free right side. Now Ford away to center. His bank pass too far. Comes right to Storjahan, who's covering defensively. Puck not out. Here's a chance in the slot. A shot. Colgan the save. Steers it aside. Now the bouncer to center. Storjahan comes down with it. In with a shot. Save made. Rebound is just swept away from Krupp by the goal stick of Cavallari. Back comes Carolina. End-to-end chances. Ford on the right side. To the backhand. Forehand. Trying to wrap it around in front. And Colgan recovered. But the pile in front made the stop for him. Now Kelly back up one-on-one. Cutting in behind the D. Swings it through the slot. Storjahan couldn't catch up with it. Storjahan tripped down, trying to keep it in. No call. Puck stays alive, though. Left side, here's Kelly. His wrister off the outside of the goalpost. This game is opened up. Greco, right side, fed it into the ref skates. Game to Storjahan. He tried to center, now gets it back up top. There's a shot coming in, and a glove save. Cavallari. He'll hold on. Wow, what a stretch of hockey there. Chances in both ends. And I know the River Dragons want to push the pace. I don't know if they want it that tit for tat as far as chances go, but they definitely are going to want to push the pace. They're comfortable playing with speed. They have speed. 8:46 gone in the second. 3-2 Thunderbirds. Face-off coming up to the left of the Carolina net. Jemea putting the draw to the point. Shot, score! Michael Greco! His wrister goes in over the shoulder of Cavallari, and this game's tied up at 3. Greco's 7th of the year. What a great draw win there from Jemea, right back to him. 8:49 time of the goal. It's a whole different ball game. River Dragons pushing back in for another offensive chance. Jemea, the only assist on that one with that face-off win. Well, you want to talk about the importance of puck possession, of winning draws, of doing well in the circle? You can hold that up as a shining example. River Dragons on the breakout to center. Moving in, right side, here's Aldworth. Wheeling through the pack in, and he is stopped by Cavallari. I don't know how Aldworth got through the D. Back the other way, here's Ford. Ford cutting in, wide of LaBelle. Going around the far side for a shot. Colgan makes the save with the right shoulder. Now Wickline backhands it away to center. Krupp waiting for it there. They'll feed it back. Greco stretching it ahead. Left side, here's Aldworth. Wickline to the back door, and Ford got back in the back check to disrupt the pass. Wickline centered, but no one there. Certainly not ready for it at any rate. Rowe ends up with it at center. He'll wheel to the left wing side, cut in over the River Dragons line. Tried a shot, blocked off Krupp. Ends up on the near side. Petrantonio feed it. Oh, right back in front of his own net. Rogers had to slow it down right in front of the goaltender, Colgan. Colgan was ready to make a save on his own guy. Petrantonio back left side in with a wrister. Tipped on a play. 9:24 to go in the second period. This game's tied at 3, and the action's still heating up. Come on back and join us. More of the Kinetic Credit Union second period coming your way. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Inside Edge season ticket memberships are now available for the 22-23 season. The Inside Edge gives you exclusive access to team events with players, promotional giveaways, merchandise discounts, ticket priority for select Civic Center events, and of course River Dragons playoffs, plus ticket exchange privileges and more. Call 706-507-GOAL, that's 4625, to score your Inside Edge membership today.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Back here at the Columbus Civic Center, Tom Callahan here with you in the Harvey Lever press box. Face-off will be coming to the right of the Carolina Thunderbirds net. 3-3 your score here with 9:24 to go in the second period. Shots 23-10 in favor of the River Dragons. I will say this, Carolina might not have a lot of shots, but their chances are dangerous. They definitely keep you on your toes. Storjahan tried to push the face-off ahead. Here's Doe on the left side. Puck tied up on the wall. Pulled out of the pile. Moved away there by Kennedy. Punched away at center. Bazarin dumping it in. And the River Dragons will resume, regroup, and get to center. Right side Rogers pushing it over. Almost went back to go get it himself. Kicked off the dasher so hard. Instead, Thunderbirds the other way. Odd man developing here if they can hurry. Left side feed in front. A chance. Left pad save. Colgan on Kennedy. Kept in at the line. Swung in front. Knocked away by Rogers. Puck ends up out at center. Now the right wing, Kennedy trying to put it in front. Storjahan after it. And into the far corner it goes. Tied up by Panachik. Banked off the dasher and out. Well, since that last media timeout, it slowed down a little bit, but quite honestly, not a ton. Each team seems to be willing to open it up a little bit here and trade some chances. Here's Hunter up the left side for the River Dragons. Chopped off his stick. Flipped the other way, but turned over to Jemaev at center. Jemaev, right side, tried to walk in, poked away. Ford quickly back. On the left wing, Petrantonio pushing him wide, tying him up on the wall. Gill supporting on the puck. And now here's the lead, left side. Jemaev with Hunter. Jemaev, left wing, dumps it right side corner. Gill to go get it. Gill. Hunter pinned up on the boards. Gill trying to get to it. And now it's cleared up through center. Rowe up by himself, left it off into space, but looks like Ford did not anticipate the pass. River Dragons back the other way as Frazier dumps it in. Odd kick off the stanchion. That one has to be handled aside by Cavallari. Ends up back of Frazier at center. He'll do the same. Dump it back in. That one hit the linesman, though. Didn't have quite as much on it. And now it comes back out. And once again, Frazier. This time he'll skate it in left side. Bouncing puck. Pokes it into the corner. Almost looks like they're playing with a racquetball out there sometimes. Puck at the right point. Tip back down to the wall. Krupp cutting in with a wrist shot. Sent it high. Around the glass it goes. Left point held in by Frazier. Behind the net. Firth clears all the way down past Vanelli. Will it go for icing? It will. Oh boy, Rowe was trying to win the race on the right side. I don't know if the linesman saw him or if he just didn't think he was there ahead of Vanelli. Vanelli did look like he had a step or two on him. Now the linesman talking about it at center. And they are going to keep this one an icing call. I will say this officiating crew tonight has definitely been interactive with one another. They have huddled when they've needed to. They've conversed when they've needed to. They're trying to figure things out. 3-3 tie on our hands. River Dragons win the draw in the offensive zone. Long shot ends up at the glass. Backhand try. Cavallari with a save on Krupp. Now Schnapp driving into the left side. Puck dislodged by LaBelle. LaBelle quickly ahead with it. Wickline in on the left wing. Has Allworth with him. Wickline, left point. LaBelle swings it over to the right side. Greco around the rim. Firth tried to backhand it past Wickline. He did. Some space on the right wing for Carolina to clear it out. Butita at center. They'll dump it cross ice. Tracked down by Greco behind the River Dragons net. Centering feed there, kicked away by Allworth, but not out. Kept in, left side, fed up top. Now a chance coming in, and a glove save by Colgan on that long shot there. Bazarin getting it on net, but Colgan equal to the task with exactly 6 minutes to go in the second period. The game tied up at 3. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Hometown Heroes Night. Presented by Kinetic Credit Union. Join us to celebrate our local fire, EMS, police, city and municipal workers, and more. Hometown Heroes get a buy one, get one ticket deal through the River Dragons office. Give us a call tomorrow if you still haven't taken advantage after 10 a.m. 706-507-4625. Now here's a chance. Petrantonio. No. Offside. Oh, my goodness. Petrantonio thought he was in, and he would have had a breakaway. Oh. This offside brought to you by Old School Barber Shop. Online at oldschoolbarber.com. Book online anytime. You can also book online through their Facebook and their Instagram. Oh, that was a heartbreaker. Puck is pushed back into the Carolina zone, and Kelly ties up Firth all the way to the glass. Georgia hand in the pile, trying to help out. It's chip past Doe, and now Carolina to center. Boutit up the right wing. Sending it in front, knocked away into the corner there. Peavy on it. Got up in the half wall. River Dragons trying to pull it out. Georgia hand can't leave the zone with it. Nice job to keep it in the point. There's a one-time shot. They score. I believe that is Butita. It is. He will get the goal, but that was made by the play of Joseph Kennedy at the right point. What a great keep-in. The River Dragons maybe a little guilty there of trying to get out of the zone too quickly. But Kennedy kept it in, and Butita scores on the one-timer, his 7th. He's got a 2-point night. What a great play at the line there. Kennedy quiets this crowd here and puts Carolina back in front, 4-3. Bazarin also picking up, or Bazarin I should say. Bazarin picking up an assist along with Kennedy. Well, 5 minutes to go in the second period now. River Dragons are going to have to figure something out. Push the puck the other way, try to make something happen. Also like the fact that Butita let that one go right away, and now we get a whistle here. An icing call with 4:52 to go in the second, and time for a break. T-Birds with a 4-3 lead over your Columbus River Dragons. We'll be back with more in just a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
So you've got projects to do around your home. You got Harvey Lumber for that. You've decided to finally get that large deck built in the back for family fun and entertaining like you've been dreaming about for so long. You got Harvey Lumber for that. From replacing a few boards to replacing all the windows to building from the ground up, you've got Harvey Lumber for that. It's kind of like that old saying, there's an app for that. Well, whatever you need in the way of building supplies, there's been a Harvey Lumber for that in the Chattahoochee Valley for over 150 years. Harvey Lumber Company, 815th Street, open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5.
Back here at the Columbus Civic Center, 4-3, Carolina Thunderbirds lead your Columbus River Dragons. Tom Callahan with you in the Harvey Lumber press box. The River Dragons and Air Force Heating and Air want to express our gratitude to our servicemen and women currently defending our freedom, and of course to our veterans. Thank you for your service. Face off to the right of the Thunderbirds' goal. Carolina trying to clear it around, kept into the right point. Puck pinballing in the slot. It bounces its way to the near side. And the Thunderbirds trying to slow it down a little bit and get it out. They at least get it to center. Now a chance up on the right wing. Cutting in, Panachik leaving it back with a shot by Rowe, tipped to the glass. Fed down low, Vanelli on the right side. He'll look to skate it ahead. Pass into the skate of Hunter, followed up by Jamath. Jamath in over the line, leaving to Hunter. Hunter off a skate, knocked down in the corner. And Rowe clears it, hit a body, bouncing to the point. Frajo chopping, can't keep it in. Away comes Carolina. Gill on the back check, catching up with a chance there. Cutting in front, but wide is Keplinger. As he went right across the crease, just couldn't find the handle there on the backhand. And now it's sent down the ice. A rolling puck that will die before it turns into icing. 3:51 to go in the second. It's a 4-3 Carolina lead. Gill swats it back into the Columbus end. Cleared down. Here's LaBelle chasing. Left side, Krupp Sending it back, and now Aldworth moving ahead. He's got some speed, cutting to the right side of the zone. Aldworth wide, behind the net. Backhands it in front, wanted Greco. The puck never made it to him. Now it's cleared out off of Greco. Here's Rowe pushing the left side, has some help. And nice job by LaBelle. What a poke check. Just took it away from Rowe, easy as you please. Troop missed a pass there. Will this go icing? No, it will not. The puck sent back up the near side wall. Grebenikov to Ford. Cross ice, his feed gets through, gets back to him now up top in the slot. Rowe with a chance, and that one stopped by Colgan. Rebound around the wall. Both teams look tired right now. Like the pace that was there earlier in this period is definitely not now. River Dragons head for the change. Greco goes over with a stick across his knees. 2:40 to go in the second. 4-3, Carolina in the lead. They will regroup. Pass at center, tipped out by Ford. LaBelle on it. Dumping it back around the dasher. Here's Kelly up on the Columbus forecheck. Steered away from him, bounce to the line. Petrantonio long shot, deflects off the back of the net. Storjahan, far corner. Falls, gets it back from Kelly. Here's the left point feed. Petrantonio rolling puck, a drive, and that one floated wide on him. Rogers at the right point. Tried to force it through the traffic, kept in, now back to Rogers, right wing, cross ice, Petrantonio, a shot, and that is shut down as Cavallari got to his right. Petrantonio tried to find some daylight 5-hole there, but Cavallari dropped into the butterfly. Now here's Kelly, skips around a check, moves in with a wrist shot, deflected off the D to the corner. Doe, right wing, into the slot, Kelly cutting to his left, his shot, oh, that just missed the post, penalty coming up. It's going to be against Carolina. Slashing will be the call. And with the 1:38 to go in the second period and trailing 4-3, Columbus to the power play for the second time in the hockey game. Slashing called against Butina. 18:22 time of the Georgia power play for the River Dragons. We really haven't had a whole lot of power play activity in this game. Just one for the Thunderbirds. This is just the second for the River Dragons. Of course, Carolina 1-for-1 on their power play chance. Face off to the left of the Thunderbirds goal. Scoop back to the line and control. There's Jemaev past Wickline into the corner. Croup. Wickline to the right half wall. Jemaev right point. Left point, Frazier, far circle, Wickline, wrist shot, save, rebound in front is loose, bouncing puck swept away and down the ice. Cavallari couldn't hang on to the rebound, but he got a little help there. Jemaev will push it back into the left side corner. That one is pitchforked out on the backhand, right back down the ice. And now under a minute to go in the second is Frazier back. The River Dragons would not like to carry this power play over. They'd like to end it before the period. Tie it back up. Wheeling into the right side, here's Aldworth. Pushing it around the glass. Croup, left point, Frazier. Over to the right side, here's a chance. A backdoor feed, pinballs away. Aldworth fed to the point, but he fed it well past Frazier, who has to chase it to center. Tip back in. Croup met a shoulder there. Firth ends up with it, sends it down. Frazier. 25 seconds. The River Dragons trying to get some fresh legs out there. Storjahan chips it into space. Kelly, left side. Here's Croup. In over the line. Croup leaving off the left point to Kelly. Kelly spins. Slot. Frazier looking. Lets it go. Wrist shot is gloved and held by Cavallari. Face-off will stay inside the Thunderbird zone. 11.5 seconds left to go here in the second period. 4-3 Thunderbirds lead. Storjahan in for the face-off. Try to pull this one back. Carolina instead winning it. One more chance to clear, and that one goes down the ice. Colgan out to play it, but clearly the River Dragons are just going to take this one into the locker room. So after coming into the period trailing 3-1, the River Dragons get 2 back, tie it up, but then the Thunderbirds forge ahead again. And so 40 minutes in, it's a 4-3 Carolina Thunderbirds lead. So we will take a break here from the Columbus Civic Center. When we come back, it'll be the Shredaway second period intermission report. And we'll get inside the numbers for you. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Zelmo's Zip-In. And we will also break this one down for you. It's been an interesting game, interesting second period. And, that pace has been up and down. It'll be at least 20 minutes of hockey left in this one. But right now, I think a lot is going to ride on how Columbus comes out here to start period number 3. They do have 22 seconds of power play time, so perhaps a little chance to grab some momentum when they do head back out into the sheet here at the Civic Center. All right, let's take that break and come right back with more in a moment. 4-3 after 2 periods of play. The Thunderbirds in the lead. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
A division of the Overby Company take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
Heroes of Valhalla is your go-to place for all of your gunsmithing and firearms needs. They also specialize in Cerakote finishing as well as hydro dipping, which offers over 1,000 different pattern options. Check them out online at heroesofvalhalla.us or stop by the shop at 6320 Bradley Park Drive in Columbus. They're open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Online at heroesofvalhalla.us. Craving a burrito, some nachos, or maybe even a quesadilla? Head to Barbaritos. Their menu includes only the freshest ingredients, and your order is custom made how you want it on the spot. Barbaritos is founded on freshness, and everything from our handmade guacamole to our marinades are made right in-house. And don't forget, you can order online at barbaritos.com or through our handy mobile app. Barbaritos. Food, community, people.
Blue Frog Plumbing and Drain is your trusted plumber in Columbus and beyond. We go the extra mile to show up on time, diagnose your situation quickly, and get to the root of the problem. Blue Frog is here to deliver the right solution the first time, and we're available 24/7 because plumbing emergencies don't keep office hours. Blue Frog Plumbing and Drain. Less mess, less stress. On the web at bluefrogplumbing.com or call 706-887-6433.
Oral and maxillofacial surgeons Mark Sawicki, Lee Allen practice a traditional scope of oral and maxillofacial surgery with over 60 years of combined expertise, ranging from oral pathology to wisdom tooth removal. They perform a full range of dental implant and bone grafting procedures, as well as non-invasive surgical facial cosmetic procedures. That level of expertise is why the River Dragons trust them. Call them in Columbus at 596-1757 or in LaGrange at 884-2655.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back on the Shredaway second period intermission report. I'm Tom Callahan. Thank you so much for joining me here. 40 minutes into it, we've got an exciting game on our hands. The Carolina Thunderbirds with a 4-3 lead over your Columbus River Dragons. A reminder, these same two teams back at it again tomorrow on Hometown Heroes Night. 7:30 on the puck drop there, but right now the game at hand, an exciting one. It was 3-1 Carolina after one period of play, but back came the River Dragons. They managed to score twice in the period. And right now, Cody Wickline having himself a game. He's got 2 so far, and you can tell Wicks is feeling it out there. A couple other great scoring chances as he tried to drive the net a few times, tried to make some plays. And his line seems to be the one bringing the energy. And then it's always fun when Michael Greco scores. Alexander Chimaev, our first period intermission guest, with a great draw win. Right back to Greco at the right point. Greco was able to step in and unleash a wrister that goes in just under the crossbar over the shoulder of Camilleri. And at that point, it was a 3-3 game. Now, back came the Thunderbirds as this game's been back and forth the entire evening so far, 40 minutes into it. But the Thunderbirds they don't quit, and they don't really generate a lot of chances. I talked about this during the second period. They are much more of a quality chance team than a quantity chance team. Now, look, everybody would like to generate more scoring chances, but it seems like when Carolina does generate those chances, they are of a higher degree of difficulty for goaltender Brendan Colgan. Now, the River Dragons, there's nothing wrong with getting the puck at the net. I'm a big proponent of get the puck at the net, and I think a lot of hockey people are. You never know what can happen. Screens, bounces, deflections, and the puck is really bouncing here tonight. You don't know what you're going to come up with. But right now for the River Dragons, they are, I think, doing better as the period wore on, being aware of Carolina generating those dangerous chances. But really, defensively, it's going to come down to, and I'll use a bit of a soccer term here, marking your man. And that is exactly what the River Dragons need to do. They need cohesion defensively. They need to make sure that everyone is covered, who's going where, if there's a back checking forward, where they need to go. Communication is going to be key for the River Dragons here in the third period. Meanwhile, for Columbus, they have generated some goals here. They were down 3-1 after one. They got a couple back. They tied the game. And they look and feel better on the whole in that middle 20 minutes. And so right now, if I'm the River Dragons, I think I want to see a little bit more of what the second period brought. Better job in the battles on the wall. Still not where you'd want it to be, but you do want to see that continue to improve. And also, again, we talked about it in the first intermission, using that speed to drive wide, turning those Carolina defenders around who aren't quite as quick. And let's face it, it's hard to keep up with a guy like a Thomas Aldworth, who when he turns on the jets, very few people can keep up with Aldworth. Trying to use that speed to drive wide and then cut in. Jacob Kelly is excellent at that as well. But it's not just about scoring off the rush. Yeah, generate those chances, crash the net, go for those rebounds. But again, the River Dragons need to put pucks in, win the battles in the corner, and set up that zone time from there. And just do your best limiting the chances for the Carolina Thunderbirds, and that's going to come from defensive responsibility. Shots are 26-13 through 40 minutes of play here at the Columbus Civic Center. And that's in favor of the River Dragons, but on the scoreboard it's 4-3 in favor of the Thunderbirds. 22 seconds of power play time awaits the River Dragons when they come back. Georgia Power play time. Not sure they'll be able to get too much going there with that 22 seconds, but you never know. You win a draw, maybe you're able to push into the offensive zone, at least get set up, get a chance or two. Wouldn't be such a bad thing to be able to tie the game early on here in period number 3. And it's been a mostly penalty-free contest, and I honestly feel like every time I say that, I jinx it. So I'm sorry, third period, that I just made that last an hour and a half, because we're going to have 70 minutes in penalties. But so far, the teams have been disciplined, and the way the game has gone, I think both teams are very aware that putting the other team on the man advantage could be disastrous when it comes down to the end result of this hockey game. So it's been good to see that the River Dragons have been disciplined. I'm sure Carolina fans are thrilled that their team's been disciplined as well. But right now, Carolina's got that 4-3 lead. Let's take a break here in our Shred-Away second intermission report. When we come back, we're going to get inside the numbers for you, plus that Zelmo Zippin out-of-town scoreboard coming your way as well. Plenty more on the way. 4-3 Carolina in the lead. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Inn and Suites by Radisson, you'll enjoy comfortable accommodations close to Columbus State University, Fort Benning, and of course, the River Dragons games. Conveniently located at 1720 Fountain Court in Columbus, you'll be minutes away from all your favorite Columbus destinations. Free high-speed Wi-Fi and hot breakfast always available too. So whether you're staying for business or for pleasure, make your next stay in Columbus a comfortable one at the official hotel partner of the River Dragons, Country Inn and Suites by Radisson.
The Jersey Shop specializes in screen printing, embroidery, direct-to-garment printing, and vinyl heat-press lettering and numbering. We provide custom t-shirts for any occasion and have a graphic designer on staff to make the logos or graphics needed to make your shirts unique. We pride ourselves on being able to deliver orders of any size at low, competitive cost with no minimum quantity. That's why the River Dragons trust the Jersey Shop for all of their uniform needs. Call 706-565-4245. That's 565-4245.
At Mr. Sparky, we're America's on-time electrician. We all count on our home's electrical outlets to provide us the power we need when we need it. But sometimes an overloaded circuit can lead to a blown outlet, so leave it to the pros at Mr. Sparky. We'll get it done right and get it done safely. Call now for $50 off electrical repairs.
You don't have to put up with Malarkey, call 888.
Limitations and restrictions may apply. Independently owned and operated. Licensed in the respective state or county.
Blue Frog Plumbing and Drain is your trusted plumber in Columbus and beyond. We go the extra mile to show up on time, diagnose your situation quickly, and get to the root of the problem. Blue Frog is here to deliver the right solution the first time. And we're available 24/7 because plumbing emergencies don't keep office hours. Blue Frog Plumbing and Drain. Less mess, less stress. On the web at bluefrogplumbing.com or call 706-887-6433.
In 1999, Watley Convenience Stores opened its first Zelmo's Zip-In. Since then, the brand has grown to include 11 stores in the Chattahoochee Valley and southwest Georgia. Zelmo's is an anchor in the communities it operates in. Our managers, employees, and vendors are all an integral part of the neighborhoods and communities we serve. We're proud to call these areas home and plan to continue growing with and serving the communities of West Georgia and East Alabama. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions.
Are you ready for it?
Back here in the Shredaway second intermission report, Tom Callahan here with you from the Harvey Lumber Press Box high atop the Columbus Civic Center ice. 4-3, Carolina leading Columbus here through 40 minutes of play. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you being here. Let's go back and recap the scoring from that second period of play. The River Dragons scored twice in the second period, came in trailing at 3-1 at the time, but at 4:11 of the second period, Cody Wickline scores his second of the year, or second of the night, 11th of the year, and Wickline from Aldworth and Croup. Nice little lead by Aldworth as he cuts across the slot, goes to the backhand pass. Wickline waiting at the far post, able to tuck that one in. Croup the other assist, 4:11 time of the goal. Now that makes it a 3-2 hockey game. Then, at 8:49, Alexander Jemayev does the work here in the face-off circle. He wins this draw back to Michael Greco. Greco steps in from the right point and unleashes a wrist shot that finds daylight over the shoulder of Mario Cavalieri. And that goal, Greco's 7th of the year, ties the game up at 3 apiece at that point. Later in the period, though, the Thunderbirds would reclaim the lead as Butita scoring his 7th of the season from Kennedy and Bazarin at 14:36. A one-timer from the far dot that beats goaltender Brendan Colgan low along the ice. And that's where we're at. It's 4-3, Thunderbirds in the lead after 2 periods of play. Shots on goal in the period, 11-6 in favor of Columbus. For the game, the River Dragons enjoying a 26-13 shot advantage. But, again, trailing on the scoreboard where it counts. River Dragons 0 for 1 in the power play. They carry another chance here, 22 seconds worth, into period number 3, as Butita is sitting a slashing call that he picked up near the end of the second period. No power play chances for the Thunderbirds in the second period. They are 1 for 1 in the hockey game. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Zelmo's Zip-In. Zelmo's has been fueling life's passions since 1999. Well, Delaware woke up a little bit offensively in the second period after Mississippi charged out to a 5-0 lead. It's now 5-2. Mississippi in the lead over Delaware after 2 periods of play. Watertown and Danbury find themselves tied up at 1 through 40 minutes of play. Binghamton and Elmira likewise tied at 3 after 2 periods of play there. Meanwhile, in the NHL, a light night, only 2 games. The first game has gotten into the third period with a little over 8 minutes left. The Penguins have opened up a 4-1 lead on the Ottawa Senators. Kachuk, the only goal for Ottawa. Raquel Zucker-Gensel has 2 for the Penguins, his 19th and 20th of the year. 4-1 Pittsburgh. Then coming up at 10 o'clock Eastern Time, Avalanche are at the Vancouver Canucks. That's it for the Zelmo Zip-In out-of-town scoreboard, and indeed, that is it for our Shredaway second intermission report. When we come back, time for third period action. The Thunderbirds have a 4-3 lead over your Columbus River Dragons, but the River Dragons, 22 seconds of Georgia power play time to start things off. Will they be able to capitalize? Only one way to find out. Come on back and join us. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey. River Dragon.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
River Dragons hockey is more fun in a group. Come celebrate your birthday, anniversary, reunion, and more. Get 10 or more people together to enjoy the best available seating, a special VIP entrance, group recognition at the game, a visit from Scorch or Torch, and more. Plus, you can add on options like Chuck-a-Pucks, souvenir hats or pucks, and even a team gear shopping spree. Groups of 30 or more get a post-game photo on the ice. Group perks are only available through the River Dragons office by calling 706-507-4625.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique Boat and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, vectorply.com.
Columbus, Georgia is considered by some as the hockey town of the South, boasting pro hockey since 1996. But 80 years before that first puck drop, another Chattahoochee Valley favorite got its start, Piggly Wiggly. Come on down to find a great selection of fresh meats and produce for your family's next meal or your next tailgate. We're proud to root for the hometown River Dragons because we've been the hometown team since forever. Piggly Wiggly, down home, down the street.
Columbus Diagnostic Center, the area's clear choice for diagnostic imaging. CDC Northside features the area's first and only 3T MRI, the most powerful MRI available, and our new 64-slice CT scanner, cutting-edge imaging that's available at both locations. For over 30 years, patient comfort, lower costs, and uncompromising dedication remain our top priority. Clearer results for a more accurate diagnosis. Columbus Diagnostic Center and CDC Northside. Technology with a human touch.
Back in the Columbus Civic Center, Tom Callahan here with you as Zamboni wrapping up its duties down there on the ice. And the River Dragons getting ready to come back here for period number 3 in just a moment. Want to take a moment, welcome in all of our YouTube viewers. Everybody checking it out, including my family back in the Western New York area. And you know what? Even if we have a couple stray Thunderbirds fans in here, that's okay. Actually, I did see a smattering, let's call it, of Thunderbirds fans directly across. Well, and it's not easy either. As I look across, I'm like, well, I see a decent amount of red, but then I realize that I'm also looking at River Dragons red jerseys as well. Yes, they're slightly different. The River Dragons red's a little darker. More of a crimson, I suppose. But some Thunderbirds fans are here, did make the trip, and are representing here in Columbus this weekend. Our thanks to them for coming down. We appreciate you being here. The Zamboni has left the ice. Good crowd on hand here tonight for our mascot birthday bash. Happy birthday, Scorch and Torch. Brother-sister combo turning 4 today. And a spirited broomball game in the first intermission. That was fun. And so now, tomorrow is Hometown Heroes Night. These two teams go back at it again. I'm interested to see which way this third period is going to go. I feel like there's 2 storylines that could potentially unfold here. Maybe a third, but 2 main ones. So as we get ready to start the SiGH Properties third period, it's either going to become the same kind of game that we've seen so far where it opens up, tightens up, opens up, tightens up. We don't see any penalties, really. Maybe 1 or 2 more chances on the power play. but not much. Not much. I think it may stay a disciplined hockey game. They may let him play. Or tensions flare, tempers flare, and this one is going to devolve into a hot mess, as they say here in the Georgia, Alabama, Columbus region. It could turn into a hot mess. I feel like it might, actually. And in a tight game, you don't want your frustrations to get the best of you. You don't want those emotions to run things. But I just kind of wonder, this River Dragons hockey team, especially if they manage to get a lead here. Now, they're trailing 4-3 to start the period. But if they get a lead, and then Carolina's got to chase the game. Boy, that really does have the earmarks of it could really open up, then guys crash nets, which is going to happen here in the third no matter who's trailing or even if we're tied. That's going to be feisty. Yeah, I think it might get a little more cranky here in the third. But we'll see. At least 20 minutes left in this one. 22 seconds left in the Georgia power play. As Butita sitting the remainder of that slashing penalty, unless the River Dragons can start things off here by scoring quickly. But only the second Georgia power play of the night. They're 0 for 1 so far. And the last power play was also bifurcated by the intermission. So we have another instance of that here. Face-off coming up at center. River Dragons rolling left to right if you're on the radio dial in the Friday Reds. Puck down, and it is controlled by the River Dragons. Looked ahead, but Firth ended up with it. Got it just outside the line. Greco on it. Steps in, leaves it to Doe. They'll feed to the left wing. There's a shot and a blocker save. Rebound off the back of the net. Greco on it. Puck is free in front. Turned away. Power play expires, but they continue the pressure. Here's Kelly wheeling on the left side. Kelly through traffic with a wrister. Tipped over top of the net. Now at the far dot, here's a chance forced cross ice off a stick. Storjahan on it. At the blue line, Storjahan holding it into Doe. Doe, left side, Kelly handles into the left side corner. In front, Greco looking for the tip, and it's turned away. Now back through center, it's fed. LaBelle, kind of a little water on the puck there. Didn't get a lot of meat on it. Couldn't send it down. It's driven back into the River Dragons' end. And now Carolina, after the kill, trying to get a chance. Puck in front, poked away by the goal stick of Colgan. At the line, a shot save made. Colgan scoops it up. He'll hang on. 1:01 gone in the third. 4-3. Carolina in the lead. This third period brought to you by IGH Properties. River Dragons 0 for 2 in the Georgia power play. Puck into the slot is kicked at. Hunter over skates, but following up the play, Jemaev to center. Jemaev had his stick tied up. And now back on the Thunderbirds. They break in on the right wing side. Butita wraps it around. Carries up the near wall. Fed back down low. It ends up in behind the net. Centering attempt off of Vanelli to the line. There's a chance. That one is ripped wide. Columbus just trying to move that puck out. There's Frazier onto the left wing. Dumped down from center. And out rolls free into the right side corner. Here's Gill. Gill in his skates. Hunter, right point. Frazier over his stick, and down it goes. The bouncing, rolling, and unpredictable puck continues here in the third. Just don't know what we're going to get. Vanelli will send it back around to the near side. As I mentioned, Rodeo was in the building last weekend. I think Monster Trucks are in here again soon. Puck fed back across. Ford, left side, keeping it deep for Carolina. Benelli getting it up to center. And now moving ahead is Aldworth. Aldworth dancing his way in. Here's Krupp behind the D. Backhand, and Krupp is shut down as he tried to cut across the front of the net. Krupp stays with a rebound. There's a shot and a glove save. Cavalieri. Couple of good chances for Jay Krupp to open the third period. Cavalieri stays sharp. That's a big glove save right there on Krupp. Also, Krupp cutting across the crease to the backhand. Tried to tuck it around. Cavalieri moved to his right with him. Quick line in for the face-off. It's chopped back by Carolina. Around to the right point it goes, and out over the stick of Rogers. A push ahead on the left wing. A centering feed in front. Colgan disrupts with the goal stick. Firth kept it in from the right point. Petrantonio will wheel it ahead. Petrantonio in over the line, dumps it in on goal, and that one will just be held by Cavalieri. Both teams will change up the personnel here. Face-off coming up with a near dot. This game has kind of followed the same pattern so far. The first couple of minutes of each period have been a little bit of a slog. And the teams pick up the tempo, a little past the midway point. Slows down again, and then it picks up for the remainder. Here's Storage, a hand near down with a shot. Cavalier the save, but he holds on. Storage a hand. In at center between Doe and Kelly. Draw one back by the Thunderbirds. That'll be icing as they fire it down. LaBelle chasing. Face-off will go right back to the same bat time, same bat face-off circle to the left of Cavalieri, who's seen 29 River Dragons shot, made 26 saves, and has his team leading at 4-3. Doe chasing the draw as it spun around behind the net into the left wing corner. Doe trying to lose his check, wanted to cycle. Kelly on the left side trying to help out in the wall. Pushed behind the net, ends up on the near side. Schnapp to the line, got it past Greco. LaBelle was already backing him up at center. River Dragons will regroup there. Greco firing it in. Right on Cavalieri, elects to play it away in the backhand. Thunderbirds up the right side of the line. Bouncing puck kept in by Wickline, now cleared out. Turned over though to Storjahan, but he lost the handle. LaBelle. That hit a body. Pinball's near side. Now swinging onto the right wing is Panachik. Martin getting it back to him. Panachik in, and he is pushed down by Greco right off the puck. Ends up in the near side corner. Out of the pile, up the right side it goes, and here come the River Dragons. Pushed in by Gill. Jemayev into the corner. Jemayev looking to move it around. There's a chance in the near side. Jemayev shot is blocked. Turnaround chance. Gill. Hunter couldn't get a stick to it. And the puck backhanded out and down the ice. Ryan Hunter in his first pro game here tonight. Averaging 3 points a game in juniors. No, that's not a misprint. Do not adjust your radio or your TV or your laptop. Aldworth tried to push his way in on goal, and that'll bring a pile. Here we go. Firth did not like Aldworth getting to the net. Wickline in there as well. I don't think that one even reaches the level of a dust-up. But it's our first, shall we say, comeuppance of the third period. Aldworth, though, is not satisfied as he continues to talk with, I believe that's Josh Keplinger. He's upset his apple cart. Face-off will be to the right of the Carolina net. Well, everybody knows Aldworth, the best way to shut up the opposing team is to score a goal on him. Wickline chops it over to the far wall. Here's Krupp. Centering feed sticked away to the right point. Benelli on corks, and that one right into the chest protector of Cavallari. Cavallari talking to his defenseman about something there. Something he did not like. I don't know if one of them might have got in the way. Caused a little bit of a screen. Faceoff will now be to his left. 4:48 gone in the third. 4-3. Thunderbirds leading the River Dragons. Draw one back to the point. Shot by Benelli. Hit traffic in front. Bouncer to the line. Frazier can't keep it in. Now a chance up the left wing side. In with a move to the backhand. Right pad save. Colgan as he shut it down. Pastuca couldn't quite tuck it home. Now there's a chance in front again. And Frazier ended up tangled there with Schnapp. No penalty on the play, and he got away with one. Ford curling with a puck. He's knocked down. River Dragons can't leave the zone. It's turned over. Ford in the slot, cutting his way through traffic. Finally, he's double-teamed and knocked down, but the puck's still in. Kept to the right point. Shot hit a body in front. Bouncer ends up in the near corner. This one is a little all over the place right now. The River Dragons need to settle down. Wickline at center takes a bump, at least gets it into the Carolina zone. Oh my. Dump back into the Columbus end of things here. Rogers looking to move it ahead. Storjahan onto the right wing, carrying it ahead is Doe. Doe curls, right wing, feeds it up to Rogers. Through traffic is Shaw, who tipped in front. Nice tip by Kelly, just wide of that far post. Doe, left half wall. Kelly supporting on the high side. Puck finally chipped free low, though, and Rowe backhanding it around to the near side. Up the wall it goes, and banked out to center, recovered by Kelly. Columbus looking to push back in quickly. Doe back in front, bouncer. Storjahan couldn't come up with it. Keplinger does. His lead pass goes all the way down the ice in on Colgan. No icing, played around by Rogers. Kelly, near side. On the left wing, now moving up at speed. Petrantonio into the slot. Hunter, left side, bouncing puck. Hooked it in front, but through the skates of Storjahan. Hunter on it, curling. Chopped off his stick all the way out to center. Driven back in by Columbus. Right side, Rogers centering feet. Couldn't get it through. Falling on the near side is Martin, but he got the puck out. Just past 7 minutes into the third. 4-3 Carolina leading Columbus. Martin turning it the other way. Was that deflected down by Schnapp? No, it was not. That's an icing call. And the faceoff will go back into the Carolina zone when we come back. 7:13 gone here in the third. 4-3 Thunderbirds over the River Dragons. We'll be back with more. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
IGH Properties specializes in managing single-family homes, single condos, entire HOAs, small and large apartments, and commercial business properties in the Chattahoochee Valley and beyond. Their expert property management team takes on the day-to-day chores of managing your rental property so you can enjoy a successful investment. Some of the responsibilities they handle are marketing, tenant interactions, lease agreements, and more. See them at IGHproperties.net. That's IGHproperties.net. IGH Properties. Happy tenants, happy owners, better rentals.
So you've got projects to do around your home. You got Harvey Lumber for that. You've decided to finally get that large deck built in the back for family fun and entertaining like you've been dreaming about for so long. You got Harvey Lumber for that. From replacing a few boards to replacing all the windows to building from the ground up, you've got Harvey Lumber for that. It's kind of like that old saying, there's an app for that. Well, whatever you need in the way of building supplies, there's been a Harvey Lumber for that in the Chattahoochee Valley for over 150 years. Harvey Lumber Company, 815th Street, open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5.
We might have just had the best reaction I've ever seen for someone winning a jersey off the back raffle here. The Josh LaBelle jersey off the back tonight. If you come to a River Dragons game, there's a raffle pretty much every night, as far as I know, where you can win a jersey off the back of a player. Tonight it's Josh LaBelle, and that was a fantastic reaction for someone winning a jersey. A lot of hooting and hollering down there. I like it. Air Force Heating and Air reminds you to help keep your house comfortable. Consider a preventative maintenance plan by Air Force Heating and Air. They have a plan that's right for your home and your budget. River Dragons trailing by a goal here in the third period. Brought to you by IGH Properties. Tom Callahan with you in the Harvey Lumber press box. River Dragons trying to maintain possession, but Carolina able to move this one at least to the blue line, but turned over inside the zone, and Greco just took out the trash. Oh, he ran over Bazarin. See if the River Dragons can play off that momentum. There's a big hit in the corner by Bazarin as he goes in, and now Gill is upset with Bazarin. That's going to bring a pile. Bazarin is made to answer for the hit from behind there. And that looks like LaBelle who's gone in there. Bazarin is getting LaBelle in with the rights. The linesmen step in. Bazarin is upset, but he's the one who threw the hit from behind there on one of the River Dragons players, and I'm not sure who it was. And LaBelle indicating he's going to head to the locker room there. Might have an equipment adjustment to make. Not entirely sure if there was a call coming there or not. I don't think there was. So I think, okay, number one, if you're a River Dragons fan, hope that you don't pick up an instigator there. But Gill was the one who was trying to goad Bazarin into throwing, and it was LaBelle who actually got him to drop the mitts. Now the question is, do they then end up giving LaBelle some sort of instigator or something similar? He was a little bit of a reluctant dragon there, though. I don't think that was really what he wanted coming into the corner, but I mean, hey, you know, somebody's got to answer the bell. I think Bazarin was just chirping at a young fan near the penalty box. The young fan was over there goading him, but I mean, we're talking like 10-year-old kid here. Kind of weird. I'll tell you what, Bazarin's getting an awful lot of love from River Dragons fans. Greco is now going over to talk to the goaltender, Mario Cavalieri. I don't know if those two know each other or not, but the conversation seems non-hostile. And there's a couple of Thunderbirds over there just having a chat. The linesman going in to talk to him, but normally when Greco comes to talk to you, that's not a good thing. But they're just kind of chatting right now. Rowe is over there supervising in the crease, but I don't think anything came out of that. I will say this. I've never seen any league like the FPHL when it comes to guys talking to guys on other teams in a civil conversation after a stoppage in play like this. It happens all the time. And look, I know a lot of these, look, hockey is a small world. Guys know everybody. You played with somebody who played with that guy, or you played with that guy, or you played against that guy. People know everybody in hockey. But I've just never seen the amount of discussion that goes on between players and opposing teams. And I'm not talking the hostile kind. I mean, maybe there's some words being said, but it just ends up as conversations. There's an awful lot of them. Oh, I'd love to be a fly on the wall. Maybe a mic'd up segment or two here or there. Right now, there's still no penalty time up on the clock for either side. All this coming with 12 minutes, 9 seconds remaining in this third period of play. Carolina's got a 4-3 lead over Columbus. LaBelle did head off to the locker room area. And I don't know if it was for medical or equipment repairs. It was one or the other. So Jay Krupp is over to ask if someone needs to sit in the box while LaBelle's not here. So apparently Krupp does. So in he goes. We still don't know what the call is. So I'll remind you, we're doing this again tomorrow night. These same two teams back at it on Hometown Heroes Night. That's brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union. Join us as we celebrate our local fire, EMS, police, city, and municipal workers. Hometown Heroes get a buy one, get one deal. For tickets through the River Dragons office, give us a call tomorrow after 10 a.m., 706-507-4625. Fans, this is your last chance to pre-order your authentic Columbus River Dragons jersey to be delivered before the end of the regular season. Customize your jersey with any name and number and show everyone how much you love the River Dragons. Orders must be placed by February 5th to guarantee on-time delivery. Go to rdragonsmerch.com. That's rdragonsmerch.com to place your order today. Well, let's see. Do we know what we're doing yet? Somebody tell me. I'm not too picky about, well, I might be picky about what it is. Let's not kid each other. But there's still a lot of discussion going on. A lot. Okay. What's up there is 5 minutes for Bazarin and 2 minutes for LaBelle. And the referees are on the kiss cam. You better be careful with that one. Fans like it. So, let's see here. Nice. Little four non-blondes, what's up? Because nobody knows what's going on. Not yet, anyway. All right, so here's what's on the sheet. So, okay, it is an instigator penalty for LaBelle. So that should be 2 and 5. Bazarin just gets 5 for fighting. But that's why Krupp is in there. But that means Carolina, which is 1 for 1 on the power play, will now get its second shot at it. LaBelle returns to the ice. Nope. And actually, they're going to take Krupp out. No, they're going to put 2 players in there. All right. I think that was Hunter that went in to sit while LaBelle is not in the box. So the River Dragons then on the First Franklin Financial penalty kill for the second time of the game. And First Franklin Financial brings you personal loans at the speed of life. So I think LaBelle did get back out here and into the box. Fans don't like it, but this is where we're at. And of course, Jerome Bichard wants his explanation on the River Dragons bench. Coach is sporting a new hairdo, much more aerodynamic. Those long, lovely locks have been shorn. Looks good, though. All right. Penalty kill time, and a big one for the River Dragons. 12:09 left to go in this third period, and it's a 4-3 Thunderbirds lead. Thunderbirds go to work on the power play here, setting it up. Puck tipped to the line. They'll keep it in over one time. Chance Colgan with a save, coming to his right. That's his biggest stop of the game right there. And he stops Peavy, who had a power play goal earlier. River Dragons still can't clear, though. Kept in on the right side. finally, Frazier able to get it down. Ford. Watched by Kelly. Sends it on to the left side. Around the rim it goes. Ford collects onto the right wing, feeding it into the corner. He gets knocked down for his efforts. And a backhand clear, and now a race. Kelly, rolling puck, way in the corner. He's going to corral behind the net, wrap it out the near side, and he'll feed it back down and kill some time in the defensive end. Colgan will come out to trap it behind the net. Kelly slowing it down. Now the feed at center. Finds Storjahan. Storjahan looking for a shorthanded chance. And Petrantonio arrives with a thump on the near side glass there. Panachik receiving the glancing blow. Rowe into the left side corner. Carolina behind the net. They try to set it up. 30 seconds ago on the power play. River Dragons chance to clear. Can't. Fed down low. Colgan down. A chance. Oh, Panachik couldn't get a shot away. Rowe with a chance. Right pad save. Colgan. Ford feeds it back door. Panachik picks it up off the right side corner. Gets it to the point. Back of the right half wall. Panachik feeds the slot. Back to the point. Panachik is drilled on the far side. Petrantonio's throwing the body around. There's a chance. Rowe in. Colgan a glove save and he holds. Now Panachik went after Petrantonio. And Petrantonio wants a piece of him. Petrantonio just gesturing at him saying, I guess your mitts are glued on, buddy. And now Kelly goes over to have a word with Panachik. And Panachik just got absolutely dusted on the far side. But Greco, I don't know what he said to him, but... And nobody hits harder than Michael Greco. But boy, Josh Petrantonio, a couple of big hits on that penalty kill. It's pretty close. He's up there. 11 seconds shy of the halfway mark of period number 3, and just 3 seconds, more importantly, left to go on this first Franklin Financial penalty kill. Carolina with a 4-3 lead on Columbus. If Columbus gets through this one, boy, that's huge. And Columbus being led by its captain, Josh Petrantonio, just playing his heart out. Greco's going to step up for the face-off here, trying to direct some traffic. He wants somebody behind him. Puck is pushed down, and that's it. Out of the boxes, Croup. River Dragons have killed it off. And now here's Aldworth into the Carolina end. To the right point, Greco. Trouble with the puck, settles, sends it around the rim to the far side corner. Left point, Frazier in front, looking for a tip. Croup couldn't get a stick to it. Aldworth on the right half wall. Croup in the right corner. Feeding it around too hard. Out it goes. Colgan out to fling it away. Off the shin of Greco. Ends up in the near corner. Frazier on it. Frazier ahead. Aldworth. Left wing. Aldworth hooked up. Carries on. Around the D. Aldworth in front. Oh, Wickline wanted the pass in front. It came too late. And now it's cleared out. 9:20 to go in the third. It's a 4-3 Carolina lead. We're back with more Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously. But as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
In 1999, Watley Convenience Stores opened its first Zelmo's Zip-In. Since then, the brand has grown to include 11 stores in the Chattahoochee Valley and Southwest Georgia. Zelmo's is an anchor in the communities it operates in. Our managers, employees, and vendors are all an integral part of the neighborhoods and communities we serve. We are proud to call these areas home and plan to continue growing with and serving the communities of West Georgia and East Alabama. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions.
Back at the Columbus Civic Center, 4-3. Carolina leads Columbus. Let's take a break. 10 seconds along the network for station identification.
Listening to River Dragons Hockey on WKC at HD2, Fort Benning South, Columbus, and W295AY, Crystal Valley. 106.9 really rocks.
Tom Callahan back here with you in the Harvey Lumber press box. High atop the Columbus Civic Center surface. The IGH Properties third period. 5-on-5 hockey after a big penalty kill by the River Dragons. That successful penalty kill brought to you by Abercrombie Bonding. Now here's the puck, left point with a shot, and that is knocked down by the blocker of Cavallari. Puck ends up in the far corner. And now it is cleared out to center. Here comes Carolina. They'll push up the left side. Ford had it knocked away. And now back come the River Dragons, stepping onto the wing. Storjahan in over the line, feeds it back. Kelly in, looking for a tip. Doe, and it's knocked away. Petrantonio crashed for the rebound and just failed to get to it in time. Ends up at center. Doe will carry it back. He'll feed it to Rogers. Rogers on the right side, tipped down by Storjahan. Bouncer at center, fed back in by Rogers. River Dragons trying to change behind the play. Now Rogers picks it off and he'll move ahead. He's got some help. Rogers, long wrist shot. Oh, boy. Save made by Cavallari, but he couldn't hang on to it. Jemaev tried to push it behind the net. Hunter looking for it. Cleared to the left point. Gill had it chopped away, and out it goes. Frazier will leave it off behind himself. Here's Vanelli on the right side. River Dragons to the attack with speed. Jemaev carries around one, cuts in over the line. There's his wrist shot off the goal post. Frazier down for the left point, trying to keep it alive. Bouncer ends up in the far corner. Ends up at the point. Vanelli rolling puck. Now near side. Gill into the pile. That one is swept away. Sent down by Carolina. Chased Vanelli. That'll be an icing call. 7:43 left to go in the third. Carolina 4, Columbus 3. Boy, what a third period it's been. Wick line in for the face-off between Krupp and Aldworth. Face-off to the left of Cavallari. One back to the right point. Frazier with a shot. Tipped in front, just wide by Wickline. Wickline's got two. He's looking for that hat trick. Chipped off the glass. Wickline hustling right side off his body. Cleared to the line, but Aldworth able to keep it in one hand on the stick. Somehow, Aldworth pushed it into the corner. Krupp around to the near side. Wickline feeding the right point. Frazier looking in front. Shot, save made, rebound. Aldworth had it swatted away. Diving effort there from Panachik. Frazier back the other way. Krupp moving in on the wing. Carries wide. Looking in front. Krupp tried to force it up top. Off the goal stick there. Cleared to the line. And it does get out. Aldworth sends it to an open wing. Frazier hands it to Aldworth. Aldworth right side. Dancing down into the corner with it. Getting it behind the net. Krupp tried to feed it back to him, but Aldworth was already heading off for the change. Wickline knocks his man off the puck, and he put the shoulder into Kennedy. Back come the River Dragons. Pushing in left side. Doe tried to wheel in front. Storjahan a backhand, and in behind the play. Wickline went hard to the net. He is down after colliding with a post. 6:29 to go in the third. And now, one of the River Dragons upset with a Carolina player there. That's Storjahan. Has words for Rowe. Wickline is finally able to get off the ice under his own power. Cody Wickline has been having a game tonight. He's got 2 goals. It's Bazarin returning to the ice for Carolina. Wickline's been driving the net. He's been getting a stick on the puck. He's been getting into scoring areas. He's having a good game. Bazarin returns, so a chorus of boos. Face off to the right of the Carolina goal, pushed in behind. Storjahan steals, put it right in front, but there's nobody there for the pass. Steered to safety by Peavy. Dumped in left side. And it ends up behind the River Dragons net. Rogers reversing, but he turned it over. Loose puck in front. That one ends up behind the net. Rogers, left side. River Dragons have just about 6 minutes left to work with here. Kelly stood up at the line, got the puck in, but it was turned over. Peavy on it. 4-3 Carolina leading. There's a shot blocked on its way through. Greco tried to clear it. Hit Storjahan. Storjahan loops behind the net. On to the right side. Greco chips it to himself on the wall. Greco's got some room with a wrist shot. Left pad save. Rebound. And that one is cleared away to the corner. Greco then executed a hit there as he pushed the Carolina player into the net. Greco with the right point. Back door looking for a tip. Puck free. And over to his right to make the save. Cavallari. Rebound on the near side. Fed back to the right point again. Greco back down. Around it goes. Left side. Here's Wickline out. Leaves for Jamaev. Rolling puck. Scoops it in behind the net. Pardon me, that's Gill. Gill on the far side. Jamaev slot. Had a stick tipped. Never got the shot away. Carolina doing just enough defensively right now. Icing coming up. With 5:01 to go into third. 4-3. Carolina leading, and boy, it's a good thing we were down to the 5-minute mark. Otherwise, we would have went to a commercial break, and it would have been like giving Carolina a timeout in a critical stretch of this game. Instead, Carolina has to keep their guys out there. Well, I think they called timeout. They did. So if you wonder, one of the ways the FPHL varies from the NHL, that's a big one right there. You cannot call a timeout in the NHL on an icing. You can't. And so Carolina calls for that timeout. Not a bad move. In fact, a very good move. When you know that you have a tired hockey team out there, you want to get a chance to get them a little bit of rest here. So Garrett Rutledge, head coach of that Thunderbirds team. Hey, you don't get to take them home with you. They're not worth anything once the game ends. You might as well spend them. I think sometimes coaches are guilty of leaving those timeouts in their pocket, so to speak. There's no point. If you need it, use it. But again, being able to call a timeout on an icing is a bit of a luxury. Face off to the left of Cavallari, and the draw went back to the right point. Here's Petrantonio, steps down, slides it into the slot. Wanted Krupp, turned away from him, and now a breakaway the other way. Here's Rowe, cutting in. Rowe in with a shot, and it's chopped to the glass. Great job by Vanelli hustling back. And he chopped at his stick, disrupted his shot just enough. Here's Ford at center now. Petrantonio stepping ahead on the right side. Petrantonio driving the wall, trying to cut in front. Couldn't get through. Quick line to the right wing corner. Around it goes to the left point. Held in there. Into the slot. A feed for Wickline on the left side. Aldworth on it now. Penalty coming up against Carolina. Aldworth steps through the slot. Handles the puck. Turnaround shot into the corner. Krupp will bat it around the wall. Comes to the left point. Storjahan the extra man. Storjahan, far dot. Petrantonio. They'll set it up. Fed to the right side. Krupp off his skate into the slot. Finally corralled by Rowe. But when we come back, River Dragons to a crucial power play, trailing 4-3 with 4:03 left in the third period. Back with more in a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
IGH Properties specializes in managing single-family homes, single condos, entire HOAs, small and large apartments, and commercial business properties in the Chattahoochee Valley and beyond. Their expert property management team takes on the day-to-day chores of managing your rental property so you can enjoy a successful investment. Some of the responsibilities they handle are marketing, tenant interactions, lease agreements, and more. See them at IGHproperties.net. That's IGHproperties.net. IGH Properties. Happy tenants, happy owners, better
rentals.
Craving a burrito, some nachos, or maybe even a quesadilla? Head to Barbaritos. Their menu includes only the freshest ingredients, and your order is custom made how you want it on the spot. Barbaritos is founded on freshness, and everything from our handmade guacamole to our marinades are made right in-house. And don't forget, you can order online at barbaritos.com or through our handy mobile app. Barbaritos. Food, community, people.
4:03 to go in the third. River Dragons back on to the Georgia power play for the third time tonight. Grebennikov in the box. And boy, if you're Columbus, this is your moment to take this game back. They win the draw. Here's LaBelle at the right point. Holding the call against Grebennikov. Puck to the right point. LaBelle holding it in. His shot is blocked. Right half wall. Storjahan gets it down low. Now back. Storjahan will wheel up top. Cutting through the slot. Shot. Blocked. Rebound. Still free. In the crease. They jam away. Finally the whistle. Hard to hear it up here, but Cavallari somehow keeping it out. The River Dragons ran a pick play in the slot, which is exactly what there's a complaint from John Butita about. You can do it in basketball, but you can't do it in hockey. River Dragons got away with one there. This time off the face-off, it's cleared down the ice. 1:24 and counting to go in the Georgia power play. Thunderbirds with a 4-3 lead. 3:20 to go here in the third. River Dragons need a goal. Here's Kelly wheeling all the way into the zone. Lost it. Roller. Far dot. Chance to clear. Sent down. LaBelle has company as he wheels behind the net. LaBelle, though, gets away from not one but two. LaBelle in over the line. Doe lets it go to Storjahan. Storjahan in a goal. Shot tip just over top of the net by Doe. Clearing attempt. Tied up. Didn't get out. Held in on the left side by Kelly. Kelly swings it up top. LaBelle stretches, keeps it in right wing. Right half wall. Storjahan. Storjahan down low. Too far for Doe. Puck to the far side. Greco chasing, but it's frisbeed on down by Kennedy. Columbus changing up the power play. 30 seconds to go in the man advantage. 2.5 to go in the third. Carolina with a 4-3 lead. River Dragons pushing back in. Right side. Here's Wickline. Right point. Jamaev over. Back across. Wickline. Backdoor feed. Shot. Pad. Save made by Cavallari. He got the right leg out and robbed Aldworth. Now Rogers fan on a shot. Puck is cleared. Power play is over. Carolina, huge kill. River Dragons try to push back in. Bouncing puck behind the net. Cavallari backhands it around to the far side. Grebennikov is knocked down by Aldworth on the far side. Puck to the right point. Rogers. Shot went off traffic into the corner. Krupp ends up with it. Krupp wheeling in front of the net. Leaves it off up top. Jemay after traffic. Save made. Rebound Aldworth. And it's held by Cavallari. And in front of the net, Grebennikov is down. I don't know if that was from the hit on the far side or if maybe something else happened in front of the net that I didn't catch. 1:38 to go in the third. 4-3, Carolina leads. Shots are 44-19. Yet, the River Dragons still trail by a goal, and Grebennikov finally able to get up and head off the ice. Looking a little worse for wear. Grebennikov gesturing at the referee, saying it was an elbow. But again, I don't know if that happened in front of the net or if that was the collision on the wall. Columbus will take a timeout. So both teams burn their timeout in this one. That allows us to remind you to tune in to the River Dragons Radio Coaches Show, presented by Mike Costello Law, every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. on 106.9 Really Rocks, Columbus's Real Rock Station. And, of course, our radio affiliates along the network. Coach Bouchard joined by a different River Dragons player every week. And the Columbus River Dragons TV Coaches Show airs every Thursday night at 7 p.m. on CTN Channel 16. We're playing at 11 a.m. on Saturday mornings. Don't miss it. So Colgan remains in the net for Columbus with an offensive zone draw. Aldworth, Wickline, Jamaev, Frazier, Vanelli. However, Colgan has crept all the way out almost to the blue line. The draw controlled by Carolina. Colgan backs off. There's a shot blocked by Frazier. A shot pushing into the corner. He'll try to rag that puck around the wall and just eat as much clock as he can. 1:20 to go in regulation. Vanelli on the left side trying to get it out of there. And now Ford's going to just back it out to center. Feed it across to Firth. He'll wedge it back in. Great job of the forecheck by Schnapp. Tying it up in the corner. Frazier away with it, and now Colgan's got to go. Here's Wickline, right side. Gets through a bump, gets it in, and there goes Colgan. Extra man is on. River Dragons pushing for the tie. Kelly into left side. Puck in front. A shot saved. Cavalier. Rebound swept behind the net. Wickline tying his man up. 38 seconds. Here's Kelly all the way up top with it. Kelly on the blue line. Wrister through traffic. Rebound. Wickline. Backhand save. Cavalier paddles it into the corner. Aldworth around to the right point. Vanelli looks exhausted. Keeps it alive. Wickline chasing to the far side. Carolina chance to clear at the empty net. Rolling puck. No. Just off the outside of the net. Icing called. You heard the collective exhale in this building when that puck didn't go in. And it barely would have made it over the line if it did go in. But now 13 seconds left. Thunderbirds 4-3 over the River Dragons. Can Columbus find a way to tie it? With a draw win, 13 seconds is a lot of time. With a draw loss, it's nothing. Face-off will be to the right of the Carolina goal. Storjahan to take it. River Dragons jump early. Puck is tied up in the circle. Storjahan pushing. Kelly over there with him. Fed to the left point. LaBella shot. Deflected away in front. 6 seconds to go. Doe in with a hit in the corner. The puck's going to stay in the pile and the clock will run out. Carolina hangs on for the 4-3 win over the Columbus River Dragons. And right, oh boy, I don't know what's going on over there, the divider between the benches. The referees have to hustle over. One of the River Dragons, and I can't see who that is, had to be restrained. And again, I did not see what happened. This is a testy rivalry. But Carolina has gotten the better of the River Dragons 3 times in a row. Columbus has only lost 5 times this year, but they've lost the last 3 in a row. I don't know if we'll have penalties handed out at the end of the game or not. But the River Dragons, despite 44 shots on net tonight, can only score 3. and the Carolina Thunderbirds end up with the win. Let's move into the Pepsi postgame show, shall we? We'll wrap up the scoring from this one, plus we'll have a look at our weight cleaners, 3 stars of the game, and more coming your way in just a little bit. 4-3 Thunderbirds over the River Dragons. We are back with more Columbus River Dragons hockey.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby. The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Announcing Wade Cleaner's newest location at 6801 River Road, located just across from the new VA hospital. This location has a drive-thru and is open 6 days a week. Tell us you heard this and receive 25% off your first visit. Wade Cleaners, since 1939.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
The Jersey Shop specializes in screen printing, embroidery, direct-to-garment printing, and vinyl heat-press lettering and numbering. We provide custom t-shirts for any occasion and have a graphic designer on staff to make the logos or graphics needed to make your shirts unique. We pride ourselves on being able to deliver orders of any size at low, competitive cost with no minimum quantity. That's why the River Dragons trust the Jersey Shop for all of their uniform needs. Call 706-565-4245. That's 565-4245.
Post-game show. Tom Callahan here with you. Thank you so much for joining me. As disappointment tonight here in Columbus, it's the first regulation defeat. Can you believe that on home ice for the Columbus River Dragons, 4-3 at the hands of the Carolina Thunderbirds. And now the River Dragons have themselves a modest 3-game losing streak in progress. It's the first time they've lost 3 in a row this year. In fact, last weekend was the first time they'd lost back-to-back games. Tough one in Carolina tonight, a closer game, 4-3 the final. But the River Dragons, although they did score the first goal in this one, had to chase after that. They gave up 3 in the first, and even though they did not things midway through the second period, Carolina found one more, and then the River Dragons just could not find the answer to get that 4th and tying goal. So for Columbus here this evening, again, a team that's missing a few guys right now. Underwood is finished serving his suspension, so Kirk Underwood should be back in the lineup tomorrow night. Although they do miss Edgar Zozelinch, who's serving an 8-game suspension right now, and he'll be out of the lineup for the next couple of weekends for this hockey team. And Carolina took advantage here tonight. They capitalized on one of the very few power plays that were handed out this evening. Meanwhile, the River Dragons couldn't find the answer on the power play as well. Plenty of chances, some really high danger chances. But whether they were met with a big save, a block, whatever it was, just wasn't to be for Columbus tonight. The bounces of breaks, so sometimes they don't go your way, and that was the story of tonight's game, despite the fact that they outshot the Thunderbirds 44-19 here this evening. Let's take a break in the Pepsi postgame show. When we come back, we'll run through the numbers for you. Plus, we'll take a look at the Zelmo's Zip-In out-of-town scoreboard. All that and more coming your way in just a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
You know that sound anywhere. It's the crisp crunch of that first nacho chip. With its perfect cheese to sour cream ratio sitting atop a layer of delicious beans, it's a sip away from perfection. That's what we're looking for. Add a delicious, refreshing Pepsi and we've achieved absolute nacho nirvana. Because while you can pile those nachos high with every spicy, cheesy, savory topping, there's no topping a cool Pepsi finish. Nachos, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Announcing Wade Cleaner's newest location at 6801 River Road, located just across from the new VA hospital. This location has a drive-thru and is open 6 days a week. Tell us you heard this and receive 25% off your first visit. Wade Cleaners, since 1939.
Complete Tire and Service, located at 3109 Victory Drive in Columbus, is the perfect place to take care of everything your vehicle needs. From preventive maintenance to alignments, brakes, oil changes, and more, your friends at Complete Tire and Service have you covered. Need tires? Buy 3, get 1 free for passenger vehicles. Call 706-321-8133 to set up your appointment. 321-8133. Complete Tire and Service on the web at ctstires.com. In 1999, Watley Convenience Stores opened its first Zelmo's Zip-In. Since then, the brand has grown to include 11 stores in the Chattahoochee Valley and Southwest Georgia. Zelmo's is an anchor in the communities it operates in. Our managers, employees, and vendors are all an integral part of the neighborhoods and communities we serve. We are proud to call these areas home and plan to continue growing with and serving the communities of West Georgia and East Alabama. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions.
And welcome back here in the Pepsi Postgame Show. Tom Callahan here with you as we wrap things up. Tonight it's a 4-3 win for the Carolina Thunderbirds over your Columbus River Dragons. Let's take a look at the Zelmo Zip-In out-of-town scoreboard for you. Zelmo's has been fueling life's passions since 1999. Well, tonight the Mississippi Seawolves come up with a win over the Delaware Thunder, 7-3 the final there. Mississippi was out to a 5-0 first period lead and is able to take it home, 7-3 the final. Meanwhile, Danbury, 3-1 winners over Watertown tonight. And Elmira ekes out a 6-5 win over the Binghamton Black Bears. Don't look now, but Elmira is the hottest team in the FPHL. That is their 5th consecutive victory. Late night in the NHL, just 2 games to tell you about. One has already gone final. Jake Gensel scores twice his 19th and 20th of the season. Raquel and Zucker the others as Pittsburgh downs Ottawa 4-1. Brady Tkachuk his 17th in the losing effort for the Senators. Avalanche and Canucks just underway, and there is no score in the first period of that game. We'll take one more break here in the Pepsi Postgame Show. Back to wrap it up. We'll jump inside the stats here for you in just a moment. Come on back and join us. Plenty more coming your way. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Blue Frog Plumbing and Drain is your trusted plumber in Columbus and beyond. We go the extra mile to show up on time, diagnose your situation quickly, and get to the root of the problem. Blue Frog is here to deliver the right solution the first time, and we're available 24/7 because plumbing emergencies don't keep office hours. Blue Frog Plumbing and Drain. Less mess, less stress. On the web at bluefrogplumbing.com or call 706-887-6433.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
HydroLife Therapy in Old Town is your one-stop recovery shop to get you back to 100%. With IV therapy treatments, cryotherapy, and compression therapy all under one roof. HydroLife treatments are packed with nutrients to increase energy and boost your immune system. Join the IV League today for the most affordable way to feel better, look better, and start accomplishing more. Online at hydrolifetherapy.com/Columbus. HydroLife Therapy. Start living your best life.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique Boat and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, vectorply.com.
Back here on the Pepsi Postgame Show, Tom Callahan here with you to wrap things up. And we'll look inside the numbers here. of a 4-3 Carolina Thunderbirds win. It's the first time that the River Dragons have been defeated in regulation at the Columbus Civic Center this year. They now drop to 12-1-1 on home ice, 23-5-1 on the season. Carolina now 19-7-1 with the victory here this evening. And the River Dragons now losers of 3 straight, all 3 coming at the hands of Carolina. Is that the Achilles heel for this River Dragons team? Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's look at the scoring here as we go back through it. In the first period, the River Dragons scored first, 7:42 time of the goal. Cody Wickline, his 10th of the year from Jay Krupp to kick off the scoring. And that got the River Dragons out in front, but a good response from the Thunderbirds. They score 3 times before the end of the frame. It starts at 12:58. Ford is league leading, 25th from Martin on a breakaway, and he's able to tuck it past the 2-pad stack of Colgan to tie the game at 1. Then Peavy on a power play, a one-timer from Schnapp and Butita at 13:48. Less than a minute later at 14:38, Rowe scores his 22nd from Schnapp and Martin, and now it's 3-1 heading into the break. In the second, the River Dragons would even things up. 4:11 into the frame. Wickline's second of the night, 11th of the season from Aldworth and Krupp. Made it a 3-2 game. And then Michael Greco, right off a face-off win from Alex Jamaev. At 8:49, Greco steps forward, risks a shot that goes in over the shoulder of goaltender Mario Cavalieri. And it's a 3-3 hockey game. But then at 14:36, Butita scores his 7th of the year from Kennedy and Bazarin. And this whole play was made by the keep at the right point by Kennedy. The puck was heading out. He was able to make a play, keep it alive, and then feeds it cross ice to the far dot. Butita puts it away. That was the scoring in the game. 4-3 was your final. And Columbus scratching its collective head a little bit about what to do with the Carolina Thunderbirds. Shots by period for Carolina, 7 in the first, 6 in the second, and third for 19 total. River Dragons have 15 in the first, 11 in the second, 18 in the third, 44 on the night. But still, Carolina wins it 4-3. River Dragons 0 for 3 in the power play, and the Thunderbirds 1 for 2. These same 2 teams are right back at it again tomorrow night on Hometown Heroes Night. Come on down and join us as we honor local fire, EMS, police, city, and municipal workers. Hometown Heroes eligible for a buy one, get one deal for tickets through the River Dragons office by calling 706-507-4625. 706-507-4625. Give us a call after 10 a.m. tomorrow. And if you qualify for the offer, we'd love to have you come down and join us. Heck, even if you don't, come on down and join us. What a hockey game it was tonight. And yes, the River Dragons come up on the short end of the stick, but still a tremendous game all the way around. So one more time, your final score, the Carolina Thunderbirds 4, the Columbus River Dragons 3. That's it for our Pepsi postgame show. My thanks to everyone in the broadcast crew for getting us going tonight. And I know we dealt with a couple of bugs throughout the broadcast, but you know what? Everybody up here is working together to pull us through it and get us on to the next game and the next broadcast, and that's exactly what we're going to do starting at 7 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow night. We'll kick the pregame show off, and we look forward once again to bringing you River Dragons hockey. Thanks for being here, everybody. Tom Callahan signing off from the Harvey Lumber Press Box. This has been Columbus River Dragons hockey.
You've been listening to the Pepsi Postgame Show on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. Tonight's show was brought to you by Pepsi, Air Force Heating and Air, Beam TV, Zelmo Zip-In, and Wade Cleaners. All rights to this broadcast are reserved by the Columbus River Dragons and TMB Broadcasting for the private use of their audience. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution or the descriptions or accounts of this game are expressly prohibited without the written consent of Ignite Sports and Entertainment and TMB Broadcasting. This has been a presentation of the Columbus River Dragons Hockey Club.
Back to Columbus's Real Rock.
I'm Rich, and we're highly suspect. Highly suspect.
Hey, this is Chris from Fozzy.
Hi, this is Dan from Disturbed.
106.9